Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's kick this back. All right. So that was a fun adventure. Oh, there we go. Oh, 1 second, guys. So, Ned, this is all you.
Alright.
You order pizza?
Yeah, sweet. Our pizza's here, Ned.
Cool.
Talk about the open because I didn't get to. Oh, well, shit. You came all the way down here. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, so what's up? Are we live?
Yeah, you're live.
Cool,
That's
cool.
what I was saying. Talk.
Yeah, so this Sunday was the GPT at Dice Dojo, which is where we're casting from now. Don't know if any of you guys in the chat were there, but it was a cool event. Slightly smaller turnout than the one at MTG Card Market the week before. It was 4 rounds instead of 5, and then top 8. I scrubbed out, won 3, and left, obviously. So I don't know what happened in the top 8 situation.
Well, I played in the finals.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you do, Mark? Tell us. Tell the fans. Tell the fans how you did.
No, I lost in the finals against Bug.
Bug Delver or Bug?
Bug Delver, yeah.
Bug Delver.
It's like
Who was?
it's
who
one
was
of my worst matchups.
Ben?
Yeah,
Ben? Okay.
it was against Ben, but you know, it's fine. Like game one, I kept a hand that would have been fine if he did anything else other than
What's up, man?
if he did anything other than go turn 1 Delver and blind flip. But he did that. So,
Okay. So you would have been fine if his clock had been a little bit more anemic.
yeah. If his
So if it was
clock-
like
well,
Deathrite Shaman into like a couple drain use,
Yeah,
whatever.
and yeah.
Cantrip a couple turns.
If it was Deathrite Shaman or Planeswalkers or anything else, I'd had tons of Revokers and other things to do with that, and like just to slow him down and whatnot. So
it was just kind of rough when it was just a 3/2 flyer.
yeah, just
for,
immediately.
Yeah. Is it the abrupt decays? It just makes it hard for you to get off the ground with your metal workers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they have a lot of
Thank you,
answers
sir.
to stuff. I've got a lot of answers to things that they do too, but it's it's just not the same, unfortunately.
Yeah, I scrubbed out. My sodium levels were pretty high because I guess my destiny, man.
Yeah,
I do...
you said that earlier. Is that like a blood pressure thing? Is that what
No,
you're
no,
trying to
no.
say? Or like literal sodium?
No. It's just when you lose at something like that, you people will say like, "I'm salty." You know what I'm saying? Because when you're discouraged, your expression resembles that of someone who's just eaten something salty. So
Got it.
yeah, that's what I meant. I was very salty from my my losses. I guess it's my destiny. Like I'll do well on the Thursday before a GPT. Like I was like 3-1. 3rd place on Thursday before GPT, and I was feeling confident, and I went to the tournament and scrubbed out immediately. So it was pretty rough, and I had to play the same matchup 3 out of 4 times.
What was the matchup?
American Delver.
Yeah, that's all right. I crushed. I played against poor Bob, Mr. Bob Agra.
Yeah,
my team tonight, and
ran over him.
Oh yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, it
was really bad.
Yeah,
but it was good. PG8, how you doing? I see your face in the chattings and the
nice kappa, bro,
and the puddings. What, oh, you must be a Twitch denizen then. I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about when they were talking about kappas. I was like, what?
He probably threw that in, you know, when I was talking about my high sodium levels.
Yeah, no,
just
it's
to mock me, which is cool.
Yeah,
I understand.
Or me,
yeah, you gotta get the rub in somehow. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Still sad I lost in finals. Not getting any buys for the GP in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's rough. Is Ben going? Or yeah.
Yeah. Well, he better be going because he made me play it out for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if he wasn't going, it's always cool to. I would be interested in arranging the prizes. So like, first place gets the buys and the second place money, and second place gets the first place money, and then we just all scoop to you. It's no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because I wasn't planning on going.
Well, that's what the quarter. So yeah, the top 8. We all were gonna split. Unfortunately, 3 of us wanted the buys.
Gotcha.
So we ended up playing the and 2 of the people that wanted the buys were paired against each other.
So they had to fight it out.
We played the quarterfinals, yeah, and then top 4 split, and then Ben and I just
duked it out for the buys.
Played it for the buys. Yeah.
Gotcha. So he's going.
Yeah,
Ben's a good dude. He wouldn't do that if he wasn't, you know, going.
I will fight him.
Yeah, I know you would.
I will rage. That'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, we should have. It looked like we had a good number of people here.
I'm gonna have to ask Ben about his Delver deck list. It seems like he either has a better build than I do, or he gets luckier than I do, or both.
He had some good rips. He had like game 1. Like I said, he just had everything that he needed to have.
Mm-hmm. Delver deck did Delver things.
Yeah, and so that was rough. And I couldn't see any of my main deck ants. I couldn't see any of my like ratchet bombs or powder kegs or anything like that. And then
engineered explosives or whatever.
Well, I don't have any.
You don't have those. Okay.
But
well,
I
make
colorless mana.
Yeah. That's good point.
And then then with then game 2 with the finals, I played a little raw, like just made some poor play mistakes. So
gotcha.
I forget how different playing in person is to playing on Moto. So.
Oh really? In what way? I don't play on Moto, so
I mean, Moto, you don't get to read off the opponent other than if they're raging in chat, which is not like at that point you've probably already won or you've done something that's pissed them off.
Yeah. Sure.
But with
in person.
Yeah, in person though, you get to read the people's faces. There's a bunch of different cues that are going on, so it's I don't know, it's a lot different feel. So it's always fun though.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm sorry you lost in the finals, man. But I'm sure maybe you guys will run into each other in New Jersey and get that run back.
I hope not. I just don't want to play against Bug. That's if I can. I'll just let Bug do whatever it's gonna do, and get hated out by something.
Is it mainly like the clock combined with the discard that bothers you, or is it like the clock combined with the decays? I don't know much about Mud, so or like the wastelands. I don't.
It's all of those.
Okay.
So like my build, I've got the manlands to deal with planeswalkers when they come down.
Sure.
I've got revokers to deal with planeswalkers when they come down.
Okay. So Lily's not really a big deal either.
No, abrupt decay bothers me.
It can't kill any of your big dudes.
No, but it can kill a lot of like it can kill the chalice. It can kill
your lock pieces and your development pieces.
It kills Metalworker, which is big.
Right, so they get to play the game still. Which is one of the things you're trying to stop them from doing.
And so it is just a tough matchup. I didn't see the tools that I needed. He had the counters when he needed the counters. He had the decays when because like it's just basically everything that is good against Mud in like one deck.
Okay,
so
I see.
Like that's where.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think it's nearly as popular as it used to be.
No, it's not.
So,
but
if you feel good about the blue-red Delver matchup, that's
I feel great about the blue-red Delver matchup.
Good placement.
Looks like we got games. We got games.
Good turnout today, 14 folks.
Let's see. So
do we want to
14 people. That's not bad.
Do we want to put the GPT champion on the camera?
Yeah, Pino always plays something fun.
Or is he on Death Shadow Delver again? Because if he is,
no, he's trying something else out. It's at least if I overheard.
Okay.
If I heard him correctly.
Is there anyone else fun we should watch, or do you want to just throw the champ up there?
I don't know what Kyle's on.
Yeah, Kyle always has some cool shit. Sooner rather than later.
But I'm fine with Greg versus Ben.
All right,
we'll do Greg versus
Ben. They're cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Greg and Ben.
Yeah, we just decided to put the guy who won the GPT up there on stream. In first place. Show you guys high level play only. You know what I'm saying? Bring you that high level legacy action, and then maybe some Commander core in between. Just kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just telling them we bring them all the high level legacy, so we put the champ, on stream. Except when we're streaming Commander Core, then not so much.
Well, no, then we just lose. We lose all the viewers, and it's very sad.
I thought all the viewers left last time.
Granted, right now we're sitting at 3. So thank you, Lunchbox, Commander, and PG8.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, boys.
Could be gals. You don't know.
That's true.
You don't know.
Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there you go. Done.
Perfect.
Exactly. All right. So
well, hopefully we can hit our stream numbers like we did last
time. Oh no, we will. It's just the beginning of the night, so it's always early. It takes about a half an hour because you have to be streaming for about 10-15 minutes before the notification even goes out to the people that are following you.
Yeah.
Which is really stupid. And
that's why we always have to start like on time, basically.
Yeah, more or less. Well, then it's just having a regular schedule.
Sure.
So let's already go ahead and get these guys up. All right. So
that's Ben on the left.
Yeah.
So it's green. I recognize the sweater and the life pad. What up, Chuck?
Don't be fooled by by the fact that it says modern. It actually means legacy.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me get his name in. K-R-E...
I-N.
I-N. I always want to put a V in there.
I believe he's the one who won our...
He's the one
That's
that
why
won
we
the
put him
GPT.
on stream.
Yeah.
Put the champ up there.
He's a dirty person because he knocked me out. That's all that matters.
He took all the buys and ran.
He did take yellow buys and run. All right, but ready, steady. Let's start that timer. Sweet.
Throw Pino's name up there, yeah?
I don't want to throw Pino's name up there.
Give Pino the props he deserves. Thank you.
Okay. Pino. All right, sweet. And so
I don't know what Greg's on.
I have to imagine.
I assume Ben is going to be on Bug Delver.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Bug Delver up here because
If he's going to Jersey, he needs the reps with his deck, and I've never really seen him play anything else.
Yeah,
I see a Brainstorm, which means nothing to me.
Brainstorm Liliana. All right, he is on Bug Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Greg, Mr. Pino could be on literally about anything on the planet.
Yeah,
so.
literally anything.
Yeah,
he's got. I see the one of Sylvan Library.
Yep. See right now. All right, so basically 11 minutes in, and we're finally just getting the notification.
Oh, got you.
So, it takes a little bit.
For sure, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder.
That should be good.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I almost wonder if Greg's playing like a. I wonder if Greg's playing a. Jesus Christ! I think. Because we were talking about something on stream Thursday. It was it was red. It was like red burn. It was mono red burn, splashing blue for treasure cruise and green for
Punishing Fire.
For Punishing Fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you basically are you truly splashing green, or are you just playing Grove of the Burn?
You're just playing Grove of the Burn Willows.
Jesus.
Yeah. So.
What a roll, right?
Yeah, it's 12. Ben's running hot.
Yeah, man.
He better not run.
That boy better. First off, he better not run out of it before he hits Jersey, and secondly, he better buy his lottery tickets now. Maybe I'll have him buy some for me. What do you think?
I would probably do that.
You think if I just kick Ben some cash, he'd hook me up with some lottery tickets? Ben's a good guy.
I think you got a good chance.
Yeah, I think you would. Good guy Ben would hook me up, I think.
All right. So.
Thanks for the pizza today, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm looking for some napkins. Not seeing them.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna yellow swag this then.
I see. There's paper plates around.
Yeah, that doesn't really work.
Oh, I think I got some.
Looks like both players draw their 7. We'll see what Pino's on here in just a second. We're gonna add some question marks up there just real quick. That's a turn 1 Delver. Oh, Greg must have gotten some new sleeves. Or, excuse me, Ben must have gotten some new sleeves. Sweet. Napkins. Alright. Well, Greg's still deciding what's going on. Oh, Mountain to the Top. Oh, no, that's what he's on. He's on Painter. Well, I'm 90% sure. I'm pretty sure I saw a Painter in there, so I think he's on Red-White Painter.
The red-white variation?
Yeah. Don't want to commit to that 100% yet, but I'm feeling pretty confident that's what he's on. So Brainstorm by Ben. And his upkeep to make sure Delver's gonna flip. Reveals a Thoughtseize and gonna go to his hand. I imagine we're gonna see a crack of that polluted delta so we can fire off that Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I imagine that Thoughtseize will be hitting the stack sooner rather than later.
There it is. Alright, Ben going down to 19 here. And
yeah, the old mountaintop would not be a play I'm used to seeing. So.
Yeah, now, I mean, that's pretty, like, if you see that, like, there's a very good chance your opponent is on. He could be on a version of Mud, but it's not really going to happen. Or is he on Stompy? What is Greg on? I don't know. I do really enjoy the fact that he's got...
Main deck Red Elemental Blast?
No, I was going to say Koth. But, Red Elemental, Rub gets there too. So, I imagine in this situation, you probably take the red element. Well, no, because I think I don't know.
I mean, to Ben, from Ben's perspective, the red blast and the bolt are essentially the same thing. They will both get Delver off the table.
Yeah, but the blast
can also counter the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Might as well take the one that allows you to have more options, I imagine.
Yeah, but I also, he can cast Koth on turn 3, so I guess if Greg's got or if Ben's got a counter spell, it doesn't really matter as much. Right.
Yep.
I know.
There goes the bolt.
Yep. And there goes the Delver. So.
But what I was saying was, if he takes one, he knows the other one's going to hit the bin for similar reasons regardless, right? Like, both those cards are going to be gone. It's either going to bolt the Delver or blast the Delver, but either way.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and go Painter, because if he's running Rev main, you have to assume that.
Yeah, if you're running Blast,
Painter.
yeah, you have to imagine that's the case. I wonder if it's like a mono red Painter variation.
Yeah, I mean, which are definitely a thing.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Alright, so Ben mulling over decisions. Is that a Goif joining the party? It is a Goif joining the party. Goif join the party.
Okay, so we have, I have him at 4/5. Instant sorcery land creature.
Alright, so I don't have the exact Tarmogoyf die yet, but it looks like
Ben's
they're
helping us out.
Yeah. Alright, so this is red-white
white
paint.
painted.
Alright, yep. Alright, that's what I thought. But wanted to make sure that, there we go. Done.
Perfect.
So, alright, fetch Pino down to 16 here. And, they have those lovely dice that are sitting right next to the field, but I guess they just don't want to use them. They're very large, and they're easy to see on stream. Granted, that one's pretty easy too, but
Yeah.
not the worst at least.
Yeah, mine are definitely not the easiest to see.
Yeah, well, that's why I bought the ones for the stream. And then we've got that nice, and I got a foam one that I'm working on. It's nice and big for a Goif. It's just a matter of actually getting that, and or well, figuring out how to get it to do it.
So
I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Yeah. Looks at the top three, rearranges them. He's got 2 cards in hand we don't know. So I wonder if he's just going to try to play around day. Yeah, why not? So, Spirit of the Labyrinth.
I like what's going on here.
Yeah, because Ben definitely has a Treasure Cruise in hand. So that's a little awkward now. Gotta wonder if he's going to counter it.
Not only that,
Nope.
I think I may have seen a copy of one of Ben's Sylvan Libraries in his hand.
Yeah. And he just drew a Brainstorm for the turn. So, until he gets that Spirit off the table, it's going to be pretty rough. Greg going to go down to 12 here, though.
Yeah, next turn he'll be able to slam the Koth while playing around Days.
No, so question in chat as to whether or not I won on Sunday. Nope, Ben got me. Ben got me. He played well, had some good draws, and I was unable to get there. So Ben won the GPT and the buys.
Yeah, Ben is on stream right now on the left-hand side, obviously. We wanted to put the champ on stream, you know, bring you guys high-level legacy action.
Maybe high level.
I mean, I'm impressed with anyone who wins that many games, man. I don't win that many games.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time and luck. Ben played a Delver for the turn. Kick it back over to Pino. Pino activated top of the end of turn. He's also going to now play his Ancient Tomb from his hand. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Koth come down.
No, it wouldn't surprise me unless he has something better to do with this turn.
Yeah. Well, swing for 3.
Alright, so he's willing to offer up the trade here.
Yeah, so... Alright, and Ben just takes it. Ben valuing that... Like, if I'm sitting in his position, I almost like the... getting rid of the Spirit.
You like accepting the trade in order to get him off the...
yeah, because he's got... Well, I guess he doesn't have enough to fire Treasure Cruise off yet, but I guess he will? Because he's sitting on Treasure Cruise, Brainstorm, and...
So he's going to draw 1 card and put 2 back?
Yep, well, there's a Liliana, so that's going to help.
Interesting. I suppose he could shuffle those 2 treasure... If he has 2 Treasure Cruises, like it looks like he does, and he has a shuffle effect, he can get those out of his hand.
Yeah.
Although, I don't...
I mean, now he's getting into castable Treasure Cruise territory, so... But,
he's going to need to draw that one of his Abrupt the case, then.
Yeah. So, I like this deck by Pino. It looks like it's got a couple different avenues of victory.
Yeah, definitely.
Stoneforge into Batterskull, definitely won.
Red, white, Stoneforge.
Hashtag got it.
Hashtag had him.
So, yep.
Yeah, Plateau indeed. The best land in Legacy.
What
up?
Yeah, so
We
the
got double
comment
trigger.
in chat was Plateau making a rare appearance in Legacy.
It looks
very
like
true.
It looks like only 2 colors today.
Yep.
Red, white, Pinot.
And then so Delver flips. Did you see what it flipped off of?
Treasure Cruise. He
Okay.
brainstormed
Oh,
the
that's
Treasure
right, that's
Cruises
right,
to the
that's
top
right.
of his deck. And I imagine he has some kind of shuffle effect now so that he can shuffle away the second one
Yep.
that he doesn't want.
The only other time I've seen Plateau in play, other than red-white painters, was I made a red-white walls deck that was not good, but it was great. So Greg is going to take 7 here.
Yeah, drop to 5.
Right? I'm not seeing anything else.
No.
Okay. All right. That's ballsy, Greg. Ballsy.
Well, the upside for Greg is that he doesn't really have to worry about any kind of direct damage or burn effects from Bug Delver at all. I mean, once you see on the field is what you get. So if he has a plan to neutralize the field, he will be able to effectively.
Sure, but I
close
mean,
out the game.
if Ben's got an Abrupt Decay in hand, then that token goes away from the Stoneforge Mystic.
Indeed.
So, yeah,
We've got a
it
call.
just seems silly. And here he's gonna. Okay, so he's gonna make, what is it? Makes a 4/4 and untaps a mountain, right?
Yep.
I believe so.
I imagine he's doing that so he can utilize Stoneforge Mystic without taking the 2 damage.
Yep.
From the old what you call it?
Ancient Tomb.
The Ancient Tomb. Yes, sir.
Yep. So.
Yeah. I like that play. It's smart. I mean, because back when Koth was standard legal, you just always thought of it as I make a 4/4 attacker, but there's actually the untap element here is the most important part of that play. So I like that. Utilizing all the aspects of the cards.
Alright.
Nice, Mark. Very elegant.
Sometimes I have trouble.
That's all right, man. What are you having there? Some nuggets?
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets. That's cool.
Good things. Good things.
So if Ben goes to attack here, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Vilden Batterskull blocking the Goyf.
Well, yeah.
You will lose the Germ token most likely.
Huh.
But on the other hand, if you live through this turn, you get to equip it to
A
something.
4/4 land.
A 4/4 land,
Or probably the
Spirit of the
Spirit
Labyrinth,
Island,
and start jamming in there for 7 points of damage,
Yeah. Works.
which will flip this game around pretty quickly, in my estimation.
Yeah.
Ben's going in the tank. I think that this indicates to me he does not have an Abrupt Decay, because if he has an Abrupt Decay,
He just shoots
I
it.
just
Yeah.
go to combat, snap it off, right?
Yeah.
I think he's in the unfortunate position of having a handful of card drawing effects and a Liliana he can't cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with the... Yeah, I mean, but that's... He was looking for... He needed to find an answer to the Stoneforge Mystic, and, like, yeah, it's tough, but... With the, Yeah, I actually do agree with that, Dan. Like, that which is going to be... It might have just been better, like... Because he was only going to see 1 extra card, instead, and then having to put that back down, that's a little rough.
When he made that brainstorm, I assumed he had a shuffle effect in hand. However, yeah, I mean, that seems a little awkward now. The other issue is that, yeah, no, it's definitely just an awkward situation. I just assumed he had a shuffle effect.
You know what assuming gets you? Or makes you?
An ass out of you and me, Mark.
Yeah!
An ass out of you and me. However, I will say this, he also did it to to ensure that his Delver flip, the clock was fairly relevant in the stage.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So, was it optimal? No, but I mean, he's making do in a situation where Spirit of the Labyrinth is really shutting down his hand. It just happened to be really good against the hand he has.
Yeah.
In a hand that Bug Delver can have that is just like discard, disruption, and a few threats, not so great, but in a hand that's full of cantrips and Sylvan libraries, that Spirit's looking awfully strong.
Yeah. So we're going to see 3 mana.
Let it die.
Okay.
Equip.
So he's equipping it to the Stoneforge. Okay. And we're going to make a 4/4 here.
Actually, a 5/7, I believe. A 5/7.
No. Make a 4/4 from Koth.
Oh, right, yes, he is untapping the land, but it is a 5/7 Stoneforge Mystic.
Yes.
So, Pinot is going to go up to 10, and Ben, it looks like, is going down to 11.
Alright. So, yeah, because I would have traded there. Let's see. Drawing a card for the turn. I don't know. Chat, come on, speak up. You're not as lively as you guys normally are.
Oh, good. We've got more viewers coming in. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah. Give us something to talk about while these two players tank constantly, other than me talking about mud in my performance at the GPT.
A very impressive performance, by the way, sir.
No, I mean, it was okay. It was only like 14 people and stuff, and I kind of lucked my way in. So
you have really good tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben gets that Koth off the table.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, you have to do something, but he is on the back foot here. Deathrite Shaman.
Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, it's just going to be tough, like, moving forward. I mean, the Liliana's hand doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be awkward in this situation. If he could find a way to kill off one of the creatures, the Liliana would be really useful. But now you're looking at a situation where you have to draw a land that's a black source, right?
Yeah.
And you have to draw the some kind of removal spell, and it has to be running.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a rough situation.
Well, that he's been stuck on lands too.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, turning off those cantrips is a huge game for Pino. I could just imagine Ben holding. If I was holding Ben's the hand that Ben had when he stuck that Spirit Labyrinth into play, I would just be like, ugh.
Wop, wop, wop.
Ugh. You mean I'm not digging anymore? This is the worst.
Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And here we see one of the weaknesses that Bug Delver has, which is the fact that, well, it's perfectly capable of playing a disruptive mid-range grindy game and transitioning out of pure aggro. It doesn't have any effective way to close the door on someone once they're down in life total. Well, it's not Rug or Blue-Red where you can just bolt them out of the game.
Sure. And I mean, did you... I don't know if... I'm going to change the name of the deck to Red, White, Painter, Maverick because I feel like it's closer to that.
Oh, we have Painter. We have a Painter.
But, yeah, like, you almost have to question if it's worth, like... I guess not, because he's got so much mana. It's like just double blocking the Batter Skull, but you can always just return it to hand or just equip it somewhere else, so...
Yeah, I think at this point, Greg is pleased to allow the, Batter Skull...
Did Greg did swing it?
Did we... I feel like we missed a life total change. The fact that it's Vigilant makes it a little awkward to see.
Yeah, I'm not... Oh, because I guess Deathrite Shaman and Goyf could have blocked the... could have blocked the Stoneforge Mystic to kill it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Alright. Here's a Liliana. Imagine we're going to see it tick down. Let's see if Greg has a response. He does not. Yeah, alright, cool.
Yeah, the Painter Servant's on its way out.
Yeah, it's not doing too much. Alright, so... we go Red, White, Painter Beats. I like that better. I like... Oh, no. Beats by Dre. Beats... Oh, Beast? Fuck it. We're leaving it Beast. Red, White, Painter Beast. No. Oh, alright. Done. Greg topping end of turn. So we saw... And swinging in, so he's at... what, 7? Alright, there you go.
Yeah. There are definitely some elements of a rock deck to this sort of configuration.
So... Alright, there we go. And I'm just gonna untap. Alright, so yeah, that Goyf is quite big now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't, and it's tough because of the Liliana. Alright, so there's another Painter Servant.
Fortunately for Greg, he's empty-handed, which makes the symmetrical discard actually a bit of a debate for Ben. Whether or not he wants to keep ticking up the Liliana, or whether or not he can risk discarding the cards he has in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he could also move Batter Skull over to Painter Servant, and then that way he's got a blocker.
True, and it's also a much more formidable.
But Pino's going to go down to 3 in
well.
order to do it.
Yeah, it's a little. It's
not a more formidable blocker. It's just has a bigger butt. I mean, it becomes a 5/7, right? Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, it's more formidable in the sense that if he blocks a Tarmogoyf, it doesn't die.
So we got Planeswalker, Artifact, Creature, Sorcery, Instant, Land.
That's 6.
Okay. Yeah, what are we missing? Enchantment and Tribal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So...
Once that Bitter Blossom hits the bin.
Ponder.
I agree with you, the Dan. Yeah, I mean, those Treasure Cruises are just rotting in his hand. I mean, he'll be able to use... He'll be able to use the Ponder like a top, basically.
Yeah.
He's using it to top. But he can't truly... He can't
actually draw off of it.
No.
Yeah. So, you know...
Actually, it's better than top. He gets a shuffle.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, he had like 2 lands and something on top.
Sounds good. Sounds like a shuffle to me.
I mean, but Pino's got to do something. Otherwise, the Delver's just going to close out the game and return. The Delver and Deathrite Shaman are just going to activate and win.
Yeah, exactly. He's on essentially a 2-turn clock. From this,
so he's got to be willing to actually swing and do something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's why I know he would.
Assuming we have the life totals correct, it's possible we may have missed an attack.
Telly, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Welcome, welcome.
So, but yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. I hate Spirit. Chat does not like Spirit of Labyrinth. All right, I'm pretty sure that we're correct here.
Yeah,
because he's at
Pino's
4.
Putting himself at 4. I see he has Ben at 8 though, so I don't know if that's correct or not.
So we must have missed a swing for 3.
Well, if we missed a swing for 3, I don't know. I mean, unless he sent the Spirit of the Labyrinth in there on a
which
turn.
Makes sense because. All right, so that's fine. All right, done. Thank you, Pino, for having your pads right there.
I'm willing to take Pino's word for it. He's a very precise player.
Oh, that's a Blood Moon, which hurts, but like again, he's got to do something in order to. What are the deck types? 10-5. What do you mean by that?
So, I mean, are you referring to what archetypes are they playing? That's a trickier question to answer for Greg than for Ben. We don't know a lot about Greg's deck. It looks very creative. It looks like a red-white Painter's Servant deck.
Yeah.
The question, I don't know whether or not he has Grindstone in his deck. It's possible he just has Painter as a way to get a multitude of blasts to have a bunch of value. Although for him, I imagine having the Goblin Welder and
package
in there.
I'm 90% sure that he's got Painter in there.
He's
got Grindstone.
The Painter kill, right?
Yeah, he's got Grindstone.
Yeah, I mean, I assume.
Yeah, so basically, Pino's just playing like a little bit of a broader Painter Stone deck, where Ben is on a very traditional Bug Delver. So let's see. Greg swung in, and he is at
7.
So he just gained. Yeah, so he's at 7.
Yeah. Ben's variation Bug Delver appears a little bit more controlling than the couple that have been doing well at the SCG Opens recently. Those are much lower to the ground. The spell package looks a lot like a Rug Delver spell package with Daze and Stifles.
Yeah.
And basically just like swap out your bolts for Abrupt Decays, and you have the list, right?
Yeah.
For Rug Delver.
Sure.
But in this, and Nimble Mongoose for what you call it, the Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
And you basically have the Bug Delver list that are doing well. Ben's list kind of eschews those both to play Thoughtseizes, Liliana the Veils, and Sylvan Library, which is much more akin to the list that we've seen in the past.
Yeah. So Pino's going to top here. I have to imagine he's looking for a red blast.
Yeah, you have to think so, right? I imagine when he played that Painter's Servant, he named Blue. That's the interaction. These decks play a large number of blast effects, and they become very valuable when they become 1 mana Vindicates with Painter's Servant on the table.
See, I don't know if I actually like getting rid of Liliana there. I think I would have ticked up, gotten rid of just something in his hand, and then left back your Tarmogoyf again and your Deathrite Shaman to block, and then because after that, Pino's just gonna
Yep.
So that's why it's kind of a little awkward.
I think Ben just had to noodle out how much damage he was going to do before he sent in the team. Yeah, it was interesting. I'm surprised Ben was able to pull that one out. It looked like Pino had him on the back foot for a minute there, but eventually there was a board state that he just wasn't quite able to attack into.
And I mean, if Pino had waited to cast his Blood Moon, like if he had swung in with Batterskull and connected, gained the life, then he would have been able to move the Batterskull over to. All right, Dan, we'll see you later, man. Move the Batterskull over to another creature, thus locking the ground up, giving him. Actually, I guess he would have had to taken 4. He would have gone to 7. So, no, Delver still would have been lethal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, Tarmogoyf is a hell of a card.
Wow.
It's interesting when you, you know, when you're playing on a budget and you want to play a deck that normally has Goyfs as the 4 of, you know, the question comes up, what can I play instead of Goyf? And unfortunately the answer sometimes is nothing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Scavenging Ooze can be a decent impression, but unlike Goyfs, they're very poor in multiples.
Yeah.
So, it's there's a reason it's such an expensive card, you know? Is it a little weaker in a Delve meta? I think so, but still, hell of a card.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't ever cast your Treasure Cruises.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Asher is awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, Hippodactyl.
Nope, it's Asheri.
Okay, I get it. The is not seen there.
That's just
And
better.
the sum is silent.
I have to be able to say. I have to be able to make my names up for the people in chat because it's just better that way.
Gotcha.
Hippodactyl, yeah, definitely great. Goyf is really good. Like, it's not like oppressingly good or anything like that, but like, it
seems very fair compared to a lot of other things that are happening in Legacy, frankly. But it's still like,
debatable.
Debatable?
Debatable.
Compared to Treasure Cruise, Young Pyromancer.
I mean, Young Pyromancer is not really like Young Pyromancer does jack shit on itself by itself.
That's true.
They can spend an entire turn casting Young Pyromancer and you go bolt, and unless they have like shit tons of mana open to respond, Young Pyromancer is nothing. And if they do respond with a bunch of stuff and it's not in a favorable position for them, then you just ran out.
That's true. Yeah, no, it's no True Name Nemesis. That card's pretty good too. It should be noted that sometimes Goyf can be more useful in a Bug Delver kind of list because 1, it costs 1 less mana, and there are a few reasons. 1, it costs less mana. 2, it's less strict. You only need 1 green instead of 2 blue. And 3, at times Goyf is just a faster clock compared to True Name Nemesis.
True Name is 2 and a blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 2 blue, 1 colorless.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying that one of the reasons why the True Name can be sometimes less useful in a Bug Delver list is the higher mana cost and more stringent mana requirements.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Good for you guys.
Oh, you know, just talking to the people,
Yeah.
showing
Hi,
them some
people.
high-level Legacy action.
Yeah. But all right, so they're shuffling up.
I imagine Pino's going to want to be on the play, as this is right. Yeah, I'm interested to see if he has the Painter's Servant kill in this list. If he does, I wonder if he plays any sort of tutor, like a mystical tutor, to go fetch it up.
Oh, I'm 90% sure he's got a tutor package in there. There's no reason to play white if you're not running...
mystical tutor and...
Oh, it's not mystical tutor, it's enlightened tutor.
Oh, you're right, yeah, mystical
tutor is blue.
Yeah, blue, and it's instant and sorcery, or something like that.
I believe so, yeah. And then, oh, we should probably reset life totals here.
Yeah, as much as I think Ben would love it if Greg started at 7 life.
I mean, Pino's got enough beats that if Pino goes turn to...
Stoneforge Mystic with protection?
No, if he goes turn to Spirit of the Labyrinth again, and Ben doesn't have anything out, that's a 3-turn clock.
It's a beating.
Done.
You know, what I found out was a beating recently. Oh, good lord.
So this is probably a win.
This is a, do you have it, Ben? Show me the Force of Will, sir. And if not, we will go to game 3. Ben is tanking, which
nope,
shows
he does not
he
have
does
it.
not have the Force of Will.
Alright, there's laughing, so I'm pretty sure we're just going to game 3.
Game 3? Sounds good.
There's no better feeling than winning against a bug deck by doing this. It brings so much joy and love into my heart. It's ridiculous.
I hate you.
I've done that a few times. And it just, it's just so good.
Ben is trying to noodle out whether or not he can do anything now that it looks like this spell is resolved, and I think he's going to realize he can do nothing. He has no way of getting. Yeah, let's pick it up and go to game 3.
All right.
Well, that was a good game. What an interactive game of Magic the Gathering we played.
Yeah.
I like that by Pino. Just go for it. Do you have it, sir? Show me the Force of
I mean,
Will.
that's the only real way to do it.
Yeah.
You go,
just
you
jam
go,
it and YOLO.
Yeah, yeah. Hashtag yellow swag. Get it out there.
Show me the Force of Will, sir, or we go to game 3.
There's nobody trolling in chat. I'm very surprised, guys.
Well, someone threw me a Kappa face when I talked about how salty I was.
Well, that was PG, and that was like, that's the only thing they've said the entire night.
Yeah.
So,
I think,
I almost missed the trolling a little bit, because then it gives me something funny to laugh at and talk about.
Oh, so me being here,
no.
it's not enough for you?
No, you've gotten way too serious.
Really? Well,
and you're talking to people that chat has no idea, or chat and YouTube have no idea exist. I don't know what you're doing there. Oh, you're stressing me out, Ned. Stressing me out. Hey, listen. What the fuck? Troll's so good. I don't even know. Kota's for real? It's Kota skate for? Kota skate reel? Go to skate reel. I like that one. That's what we're gonna do. Go to skate reel. And then it's Pinot. Yeah, no. Yeah, Hippodactyl. That's what I live for. That. It's so good. Such but bad. So good. Such but bad. I don't even know what you're trying to say there.
Such butt mad.
Kata ask 8 reel. That's what it's gonna be. Kota ask.
I like to imagine the biggest Greg Pino smile when he slammed that blood moon.
Oh, I'm sure there was. And now Ben's like, how do I beat that? And then it's called bringing in, make sure you have all 4 forces. Debating bringing in Null Rod is what I see Ben doing right now.
It's not bad.
I don't think it's bad. But I mean, if Greg goes Painter Servant and then Reb and on the on it, then it's gonna look kind of silly. It's gonna look kind of silly, Billy.
You know, I've wondered.
Nope, sorry, Kota Skater Reel. It's Kota Ask 8 Reel. If you've ever watched before, it's my fun my fun duty almost to try to figure out how I pronounce the names.
To mispronounce and misspell every name in chat.
Well, because
You're kind of like a barista at Starbucks. In that
yes, but I mean that's very true. But I also can't read or comprehend English, so it makes it just more fun for me.
Interesting.
Because
so when you're designing the front end website experience, you keep in mind that some people can read English. What's that like for you? Do you have to like put yourself in their shoes?
Yeah, I have to like step into their shoes, and I'm like, all right.
Let's imagine that I can read.
If I could read, how would a user interact with this page? That's what I do.
I respect that.
I don't know.
Requires a strong imagination.
How do you think the hamburger menu came about? It's because UX designers can't read.
Oh
and they were
God,
like,
it makes so much
hamburger
sense.
Menu instead of a button that said menu, because a button that says menu, there's so much more affordance to that.
No, yeah, I agree.
Than 3 lines. But nope, it's just because we can't read as a collective group of people, and it's just easier for us to make symbols.
It makes so much sense. But in a way, it makes the most sense, because when you're designing a menu that you want to be accessible to people of all, languages and types.
Oh, so Greg having to ship that back. I guess he just didn't have the lands to cast it, but he had 2 Blood Moons and 2 Magus of the Moons.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these are main deck and how many are post board.
I have to imagine there's a number of them main deck.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I'm convinced that he's got the Enlightened Tutor package in there, so he's going to have at least 1 Blood Moon so that he can fetch that up.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
There are actually a lot of great options, now that I think about it, both in terms of artifacts and enchantments. I mean, Rest in Peace is clearly good.
Rest in Peace. I wouldn't be surprised if you got Rest in Peace Helm, maybe in the board. I don't know.
Painter Grindstone for the kill.
Yeah.
He's probably got Goblin Welders.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
The more artifact dependent you are, it makes more sense to have that. Although,
it looks like he's going to keep. I saw Swords to Plowshares. It looks like.
Yeah. It looks like Greg was going to keep. From his hand gestures, he didn't look thrilled, but I think he's going to have to hang on to it. It's hard to ship the old Swords to Plowshares back.
Yeah, and then but Ben going to crack that verdant. Going down 19. We're going to see a Thoughtseize. That's good. Oh, that's a Wrath of God.
Wrath of God?
Okay, that was not a, turns out, not a Swords to Plowshare, but in fact Wrath of God. And then Grindstone, Enlightened Tutor. I like it.
Rough. I think you just take the Enlightened Tutor.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You say, all right, Greg, can you do it? Hippodactyl, Ben won yesterday. We played in the finals, and he was able to squeak it out.
Yeah, that's why we put him on stream. Put the champ on stream,
So... and that's in reference to the GPT that was held at Chicagoland Games, Dice Dojo, yesterday.
Where we're streaming from now.
Yep.
We're in the basement now. Legacy Fight Club. Tell your friends. This is the opposite of Fight Club. It's like CrossFit. You have to tell everyone about it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Ben here, though, got the sweet goodness, because he, Jesus Christ. Pino working it out there, because he got, what did I do here? Why is Pino at, oh, that's because of the last game. Alright, so he's at 19 from the fetch. Gonna play the grindstone. I don't even know what I was gonna say here before.
Yeah, you know.
I don't pretend to know.
Luckily for Greg's got to be ecstatic to see this. No turn 1 play from Ben, no follow-up land.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Oh, that's rough.
As far as I thought he passed it back. Oh, there.
Oh, no,
okay,
okay.
never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I thought he was passing it back.
Oh, you toy with our emotions. Oh, that's what I was going to make a joke about, was Greg getting a free bolt in on Ben, but then it's the moment's passed now.
Oh, sorry.
The moment's passed.
Sorry.
I know.
Yeah, it's alright, man. Next time.
Why do you win on first turn with Blood Moon?
So oh, sorry.
Yeah,
you
so
take this one.
Yeah, thank you. Jeez. So Jotun, Ben only plays non-basic lands, and so Blood Moon makes all non-basic lands mountains. Ben doesn't have a single card in his deck that costs red, or that like uses red mana at all. So he just kind of is SOL at that point. So like any land that he plays is only going to produce red mana. At most, he'll be able to cast a force, but he'll never be able to play any sort of creatures. He'll never be able to do anything else otherwise. So, yeah. And most bug lists are like that, unless you're Anthony Zinni and you're very greedy and you run, and you run some basics in your list.
Yeah, Zinni I think plays 1 swamp.
Yeah.
It's a draw he can have, and also the important thing about it is it allows him to put Deathrite Shaman into play. And Deathrite Shaman is one of the few ways that a bug deck has of clawing themselves out of this kind of situation when they're under the gun like this. So we've got 2 Goyfs, both sitting at 3/3.
3/4.
Oh, 3/4, yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, show me the days.
Yeah, so he knew that was there. Oh, I guess because
Ben was hoping to draw a blue card. I saw a Forcible in his hand, and I think he imagined he was
that and Pino didn't have and Pino had to rip the City of Traders there in order to cast it.
So I agree with Ben's decision still.
All right, well, there's a Deathrite Shaman. There's an Abrupt Decay in hand as well.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Pino's got to be happy about that. He gets to keep playing Magic. If that Wrath of God doesn't resolve, things get real awkward real quickly.
But there's 2 Deathrite Shamans, so things can still get real awkward.
You know, the fortunate thing for...
Oh, wow, actually, and there's only 1 land in the yard. No, excuse me, there's 3 lands. So Ben's got like 2 turns of doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's not going to do anything else.
The other important thing to note is that, well... Yeah, he only has 3 turns to do things, but also, you know, these Deathrite Shamans represent a not unrealistic clock. However...
No, because there's only 2... There's 3 instants and sorceries. So
well, actually they don't, because you actually need to exile a land to activate the ability, and you need to save those land exiles for things that are actually casting spells.
Oh, there's the Abrupt Decay.
So,
alright.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So, let me get that Goyf off there. There we go. Alright, so... And there's another Goyf. Pino, I bet you wishes he had... So that's a Red Elemental Blast, which does absolutely nothing against...
the board that he's seeing right now.
Yeah. Alright, well there you go. Yeah. Kind of forgot about that. I don't know what Pino's got in hand. It looks like Red Blast and then something else.
Yeah, without top, this deck, well, it's doing very powerful things, just doesn't really have a way to filter its draws or try and get any card selection going. It's really relying on top for that. So I'm not surprised that he's kind of playing in an awkward position off the top of his deck.
Yeah. Alright, Goyf getting in for 5, though. Gonna go down to 11.
Yeah, he's probably going to eat a couple of... Fortunately for him, there's only 3 sorceries, and no, actually there's 4 different sources of damage in the yard right now.
Yeah.
The 2 Deathrites.
And the rough thing here too is Greg's gonna lose 2 lands if he plays another one. I don't know what he would like. So if he draws a Koth and like needs another
source,
mountain,
he's gonna have to tap both those and float some colored mana.
Well, no. I mean, he's just gonna lose both of his City of Traders.
Yeah, he's gonna have to tap both of them and lose them subsequently.
I mean, he doesn't have to tap them, but I mean,
he should. YOLO.
I mean, unless he can use the 2 other ones. Jeffrey, you gotta get here earlier, man. All right.
What up, Jeffrey K? Cook the 4th.
Oh, I actually read Cook the 4th, but I was trying to figure out like a fun way to say it.
I'm sorry. I know.
Mark.
I'm just like stepping all over your duties.
Like, like I'm still happy with Coat Ask 8 Real.
Okay, so we have,
right,
we have
Greg's
the
just picking
hand
it
from
up.
Greg, just
All
picking it up.
right.
Bug Delver, always the fun police.
Well, you know what, Jeffrey? I work too. I still make it here on time. All right, no excuses.
Jeez.
No excuses. Maybe a hug at some point. All right. Let's see. All right.
Should we see if there are any more matches?
Yeah,
out there?
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to check on matches. But, Ned, what I'm going to need you to do while I'm out there checking.
All right, I'm listening. What do you need me to do?
Topic of discussion.
Okay.
How was your pizza? And can chat guess what 2 toppings you got on your pizza? So there's a clue. 2 toppings on his pizza. What did he get on it? And how was it, Ned?
Okay, great. And we have a request for elves. Yeah, see if we have any elves players.
Okay,
in the house
yeah, I
tonight.
definitely will.
Yeah. So my pizza was good. In exchange for me helping him cast today while Greg Schaefer's out of town, Mark agreed to buy me pizza. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very good, and they say free is the best seasoning. So, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Pepperoni and mushrooms, actually, not correct. So, I also did let Greg know, I mean, not Greg, I let Mark know that you would request for Elves players tonight. So he's going to see what's up, see if there's any Elves players in the house. Pepperoni and bacon, also not correct. Actually, now that 2 people have guessed it, I'll just let you know, one of them was not pepperoni. So, now that we have 2 guesses, I don't want people to have to feel like they have to... cheese and bacon. So, cheese... I assume you mean extra cheese, because cheese just comes with pizza. So that's... No, extra cheese is not one of the toppings. And now that 2 people have guessed it, neither was bacon. So... Anyway, yeah, Bug Delver just serving as the fun police in that one. It just has a lot of cards that are kind of universally good. Thought Seizes and Abrupt Decays are just really good at, and Counter Magic are just really good at shutting down those kind of fringe decks. Do I play Legacy? Yes, I do. I played at the GPT on Sunday. I was playing at Bug Delver. I did really well with it on Thursday at MTG Card Market, and then I scrubbed out of the GPT. I guess I used up all my luck on Thursday. But yeah, I do play Legacy. Not terribly well, but I try. Ham and pineapple, pineapple and bacon, so no pineapple. Yes, so cheese actually does come with my pizza. I have a special arrangement with Domino's. They know me, so I'm just like, you know, if they know it's my pizza, they're going to hook me up with the cheese, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what's up, dude. I mean, I can, you know, I can put your name on the list. I can try, you know.
Wait.
See what's up.
All right, so no Elves players tonight, unfortunately, and we're not going to get another match.
No.
Everybody's in. Well, I guess technically we could. No.
No.
There's one game 2 going on, but I don't think it's going to finish. It's Aluren versus.
Aluren? It's Kyle, right? Kyle's on Aluren.
Yeah, Aluren versus. What the fuck am I saying? Aluren versus Miracles. Thank you.
Nick Hess versus Kyle.
Yes, it is Nick Hess
it.
versus Kyle.
So, Hippodactyl, onions and chicken is exactly correct.
Oh wow!
Well done, sir. Well done.
Cook the 4th. We are going to be in. Well, I will be in New Jersey.
Yeah, some of the players here are going to be in New Jersey. I will not be, but Mark will be.
Yep.
Mark, Nick.
Ben, the guy that you just saw on camera, will be in Jersey.
You will be. Nick will be.
Yep.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle will be. Schaefer will be.
Yeah, Schaefer.
Yep. Jeffrey, I'm sorry, I cannot control who plays Elves. Go back. We got. Actually, I don't even know if we were recording the streams at that point, but. At one point, we were having like 5 Elf players a night, and so when you have 5 people playing, Elves in like a 16-person tournament, they show up on camera a lot. But actually, there's an Esper Stoneblade.
Guy from I saw him last time at the GPT at MTG Card Market. Yeah, he's not on Deathblade, but he's a Stoneblade.
Yeah,
player.
he's on.
Oh wait, is he on Deathblade?
No.
He
He said he was on Stoneblade.
Okay.
And
He's
then
really good,
past that, I don't know. I know, but I do know that there's a Stoneblade. If there is a Deathblade, oh, Jeffrey, thank you, sir. You're so
That's
nice.
Awesome. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. Cook the 4th. I'll be walking around with the WUBRG shirt. I'm going to try to get a couple other people to wear them. So, yeah. That I'm a giant. It's also hard to miss. So you'll probably see me.
Yeah, it's hard to capture, like, I mean, he's sitting close to the camera, but it's hard to capture how much larger Mark is than me. I mean, like, that's pretty accurate. In person, he's...
No, I mean, now
he's a giant.
I'm like back at your level. And
yeah, and it's very apparent that you could, like, crush my head with your hand.
You know, it's all right. It's all right. Telly, I didn't see any merfolk. Sorry.
Yeah, a couple of guys have been on Merfolk. Actually, last Monday, there's a gentleman, Richard Sherman, I think, was on Merfolk. So you can catch that one on YouTube if you haven't seen it already.
Yep.
And
so,
also, Greg, who is out of town, I'm covering for right now, so he's clearly not playing. He plays Fish from time to time.
Yep. So let's see.
What else did we see around the house?
So,
so we have
Coda
Stoneblade.
Coda Ask 8 Real. I'm gonna go see if he won or not. Do you remember? Is it Colin? Right?
I don't know. If
it
it's
is Colin.
Is
yeah,
it Colin?
It's Colin. So
okay.
Let me go see if he won. If he won, we'll any mono blue S&T?
Show and tell.
Oh, show and tell. There is show and tell. I don't know if it's mono blue or not.
So that would be.
Well, he said show and tell and not sneak and show. So I have to. So it might be.
Yeah, if he's on show and if he's on Omnitel, which is mono blue, yeah, sneak and show would be the blue red.
Ned's not permanent. I just kind of convinced him he was going to play tonight, and Schaefer is in Iceland. So when he gets back, though, he's going to do a Schaefer wiggle on stream with me, and it's going to be great.
Sounds glorious.
Okabakalakalaakato, I'm so glad you're back. You've been gone forever. So, yeah. So Code Ask 8 Real. I'm gonna go find out if Colin won or not.
Yeah, go find out who's on
so we can
Stoneblade.
put him
For some reason, I thought he was on Shardless Bug.
No, Colin's on it
Okay.
because he played Chuck.
And then I guess Nate Mullen on Show and Tell or Sneak and Show.
Yeah,
he was on it.
Greg's in Iceland. He decided to wait till winter to go to Iceland because he's a genius.
It's beautiful around this time of year.
All right. So let's see. Chuck, did you recall?
Yeah, Punishing Rug did sound kind of sweet, right? It's interesting. It's right up his alley, too. Very grindy, sort of kill you while you watch sort of thing. So, definitely that. Definitely that. Surprising. Oh, Warmac, you're Simon, right? It was cool meeting you on Thursday, if you are indeed Simon. Good to see you again. You got to cast one of my games where I played against Storm and got really, really lucky. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Enchantress. I have not seen any Enchantress during my time playing here over the past few months. I saw Stasis at the... I saw Stasis. That's the closest thing I've come to an enchantment deck that makes you watch other people play Magic while I was here. I think Kyle was fooling around the blue-red Stasis with Relzair for a little while. So that's pretty sick. Yeah, thanks, man. It was good meeting you. Hope you enjoyed the show and had fun casting. A lot of cool insights from you. I was just talking to Simon. He was... I was just saying it's cool meeting him last time. It was cool hearing his commentary. He has a lot of good insights on the game and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, yes, Warmac. That's what I was hoping that he was going to be on was Punishing Rug, but he wasn't, and it made me sad. No, Blue Red Stace is not here. He's on Aluren right now. They're in game 2 or 3. He's playing against Miracles. There was a request for Stoneblade, so we're going to get that on camera for you guys. That's going to come on camera next.
Was it Colin? Did he win?
No, Colin lost, unfortunately. But I heard it was 2 mana screw, so I was like, all right, well, we'll get him on camera because we had a request, and I'd rather do matches that were requested because we can always get the final matches later on.
Yeah, that's true.
And
yeah, I mean, I feel bad because we crapped out on all their other requests. Like, do we have any Enchantress or Stasis?
No, there is Enchantress tonight.
There is?
Yeah.
Wait.
But no. Stoneblade was the first one to ask.
Okay,
and
that's
then
fair.
It was Stoneblade, then Mono Blue, Show and Tell, which I do believe is on, and then
it's not Nate, right? Because Nate is definitely on Blue Red.
No.
There's someone else here?
No, Nate's on Blue Red.
If he's playing the same list he was playing on Sunday, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what he's on.
Because he Blood Moon me.
Fair
which
enough.
is a red card.
And, well, the good thing is that Enchantress lost and Sneak and Show lost. So, we might actually just get to see 2 of these decks
If I get to see
on camera.
Enchantress versus Sneak and Show, I will be very pleased.
I'm pretty sure just Sneak and Show Enchantress just loses. But,
Fairly certain.
Warmac, weigh in here. Does Stoneblade lose? I mean, excuse me. Does Sneak and Show lose to just Enchantress lose to Sneak and Show? Jesus.
Yeah, is it just a
I
blowout?
cannot fucking talk. Yeah, Coda Askate, real. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. More than happy to get him on camera. So, yeah. If you guys ask for a certain match, I'll do my best to get them on camera. Whether or not the records will be there is a completely separate story. There's also the chance that there could be a pair down, because if Aluren and the Aluren Miracles match,
Yeah,
if
that
that went to a draw. So I was about to put in the 0-1 bracket, but then I was like, wait a second, there could be a pair down. So we're gonna see. It's possible unless they can resolve. It's like 70. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has the matchup. So Cook apparently an Enchantress player.
Or at least an Enchantress aficionado.
Aficionado, yeah.
Sure. I mean, you don't have to play it to appreciate it.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Humility and Sphere of Safety come down. It happens.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, humility is pretty
So,
good against Sneak and Show.
Jeffrey, it's
Enjoy
gonna be
your 1-1.
it's gonna be 4 rounds. Yeah, we haven't fallen behind 4 rounds in like 6 months, which is great. Yeah.
No?
So who watched Tin Fin's match on SCG Live? I did not get a chance to actually watch any Legacy yesterday, and I didn't even get a chance to look up the coverage because I was very busy at work, and then I was going to do it right before the tournament, but then I had a little emergency where I had to go run around for a little bit.
It was, as he said, amazing.
Yeah.
It was Sneak and Show. I mean, no, I'm sorry, Tin Fins versus Burn. So it was a pretty interesting matchup. Game 1 was just Tin Fins blew him out of the water. Game 2 had to fight through 2 Tormod's Crypt and didn't get there. And Game 3 was quite awesome. Quite awesome.
All right, fair. I'll go back and watch. Like, this is probably when I gotta work. I gotta make a bunch of wireframes tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'll put it on in the background.
Yeah.
I'll put it on a monitor, watch it while I'm doing stuff. It'll be good.
Yeah, it was Max Martinez on Tin Fins. You guys get good turnouts. Yeah, so tonight we have about 14 players. On Thursdays at MTG Card Market, we typically have a few more. So usually between 15 and 20 at MTG Card Market, and usually between like 12 and 14 here.
And we definitely didn't always have this good of a turnout. It was if you see him on camera, he's definitely been in other streams. Kyle Norman and myself really tried to get the ball rolling because there was a it was either a GP a couple of years ago in Indianapolis, or it was just an SCG Open. It was some big tournament where we tried to get decks for, and then I ended up being like ridiculously sick, so we didn't end up going, but we had these decks, and so we were like, Chicago needs a legacy scene, because at the time, the only store that was having legacy tournaments was Pastimes, which is out in the burbs. And those weren't even really firing, so then we got together with people. Thankfully, a lot of our play group had pretty extensive card collections, so we got together with them. We were like, hey, let's do this, and then over the past two and a half years, it's grown so that we can have 2 legacy tournaments a week.
And they both fire with a large number of competitors.
Like 4 rounds. Yeah, so the rounds are generally capped at 4 rounds. There's been a couple nights where we would have had 5 and even 6 rounds. But that would also make a very, very late weeknight. So that's why we cap them at 4.
So, so basically, Warmac, yes, he was using Children of Cordis, which allowed him to gain back all the life he had paid for Gristlebrand activations, which let him activate his Gristlebrand even more times, draw basically his entire deck, and then storm him out with Tendrils of Agony.
That's going to be good.
It was pretty awesome.
I like this.
Are you a drafter? I don't know. Like, I've drafted from time to time, but I definitely don't do it as much as I used to, mainly because I can play Legacy twice a week, so I get my MTG fixed that way.
Yeah, I'm just not good at draft at all. Like, I figured out M15 draft, but now that I've tried to try to draft cons, I realize I'm just terrible at draft, and I can't do it. so I don't. And then Jeffrey, you were also asking, where do I work? I work for an agency in downtown Chicago as a UX designer, so user experience designer, and that's, yes, I pretty much draw squares for a living, is more or less.
Well, he draws squares and then smaller squares inside those squares. Because it have to be like the user profile goes here and the buttons go here. And you give it to the front end engineer and he builds it.
Hopefully we're not I don't. Is the stream lagging for anybody else, or is it just Cook the Fourth that's lagging right now? Let us know. Anybody else? Anybody else lagging?
Yeah, feedback definitely. Yeah. So basically, as he was saying,
5-color morphs.
Yeah, as Uko Balto was saying, he gained 21 life because he activated Crystal Brand twice.
Ukabaka-laka-lakato.
And then he attacked.
If you're gonna say the man's name, say it right.
I'm sorry. He attacked. He paid twice with Crystal Brand because he knew the burn player didn't have anything to kill him in his hand, and then he attacked once, paid 7 more life, and then cast the children and sacrificed them to gain like 21 life.
This isn't Tin Fins? Oh, Tin Fins. I always get Tin Fins and Oops All Spells mixed up.
Oh yeah, I mean they're both. I mean, I guess it's strange to say, but I guess Tin Fins plays slightly more magic than Oops All Spells.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Oops All Spells plays slightly more magic than, like, I don't know, Ley Lines?
Yeah.
You guys want to see Stoneblade, right?
Yeah,
So we're going to see how their Aluren matchup is.
Oh, it's good. All right, so
Let's do it.
We've got Aluren versus
Stoneblade. I am very excited. This is probably
so that's why they're saying there's lag. Okay, so it looks like this camera is lagging the video. So our audio is synced.
Very dignified.
That's actually really cool. It's like, woo! All right, so that's why it's lagging a little bit, guys. So I'm gonna have to get another camera for next week. So stay tuned on that. All right. So all right, they're not sitting down yet. We're going back to the camera. Let's see. Maybe this fixed the lag.
Hopefully the audio lag will be less annoying once we're not on camera anymore and you can't see our faces. Because there's probably some like dissonance.
But then you don't get to see this beauty.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that sucks for them. But I get to look at it like the whole night. So for me, it's like whatever. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm just appreciating over here.
But that's very selfish of you. All right, I need to share myself with the people.
You want to share yourself with the people?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Don't be jealous, okay? It's very unbecoming, all right? We've talked about this.
I belong to the people.
Yeah.
My life and beauty are too important. They need to be shared.
So Warmac, the audio is synced for you, so I don't even know. It looks like, right? Like you're looking at it. My mouth is moving. Sound is coming out before my mouth is moving.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at your mouth. Your mouth is even laggier.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, once we get into the game, you won't even be able to notice. That's
well, that and I have to go buy another fucking USB extender because somehow the end got bent. So, you should do a Skype tune-in so I can commentate. Okabakalaka-lakato, I think there would be, like, I gotta figure out, that is definitely something I want to look into eventually.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
I filled out whatever decklist I was with.
Oh, sweet!
Chuck, you're the man.
Thank you, Chuck. And I know what Bob's on, and I know what, well, actually, I don't know what Enrique's on, but...
something with True Name.
Yeah.
Oh, Enrique's, okay, cool.
Is he on Deathblade or Stoneblade or something like that?
Alright, so we have a list of all decks going on right now. So, let's see, so there's we have Bug Delver, Murica Delver, something with True Name Nemesis.
I imagine probably Stoneblade or Deathblade.
Then we have White, Blue, Red, Black. Oh no, okay, no, Murica Delver. Show, Sneak and Show, Tez, Aluren, Blue, Red Delver, Miracles, Dredge, the White, Red Painter beatdown that we saw, another Bug Delver. What is that?
Enchantress.
Oh, Enchantress, that's right. Alright, so...
Enchantress, Tez.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Can I say that real quick? I'm interested to see if the guy won playing my deck.
Oh, this is round 2. I should probably update that shit too.
That's a shame.
Alright, cool. So, both these players are 0-1. But again, because we had that sweet request for Stoneblade, we're gonna get that on there. So
Kyle lost. He didn't draw.
No, it looks like he lost.
Okay.
So maybe that was still game 2 that I walked out there on, because Nick got game 1.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kyle just got his Aluren's back that he had altered to be full arts, and so that's why he's playing this deck tonight. I will say the Aluren's look quite nice.
I'm looking forward to seeing them. And fortunately, Stoneblade isn't the fastest deck in the world. We probably will.
Yeah, yeah. So I have to imagine Aluren's probably got a better maybe he's going to be better here. I don't even know. Let's see. So this.
So it looks like we have a request for Enchantress sometime tonight.
All right, I can definitely try that. Are we ready? Steady, goey. Cool. All right, and then let's go. So I kind of want to put his name as Coilin again because that was funny to me, but I'm not going to because I'm nice. Let's see. B-I-A-N-C-H-I. All right, cool.
So yeah, we
right.
definitely have a strong request for Enchantress. So if he's willing to play on camera, we should definitely make that happen for Cook.
Okay, and then Dredge was funny last night when dude had no idea what it was in the SCG finals. What?
So it was Bug Delver versus Dredge in the finals, and the Bug Delver player clearly had no idea how Dredge worked.
Seriously? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of lucked into that finals because the Storm player he was playing against in the third game screwed up.
Oh, fair enough. The Dredge player or the Bug Delver player?
The Bug Delver player.
How did the Bug Delver player make it through an entire SCG Legacy Open to get to the top 8 and to get to the final table and not having any idea what the fuck Dredge was?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely possible to just miss it.
Sure, but you normally don't show up to a Legacy tournament having no idea like the main decks in Legacy. That's just me. So turn 1, Deathrite Shaman from Kyle. Colin just gonna play fetch. Just gonna leave it there. Not gonna crack it. Kyle gonna play fetch as well, and maybe should so Kyle can play the recruiter that he's got in hand.
He certainly can. Aluren on paper seems to be a fairly miserable matchup for a deck like Stoneblade. Stoneblade wants to 1-for-1 you all day and then make you draw dead and grind out resources. Kyle's deck is literally nothing but creatures that recur for value.
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure Kyle's probably got this.
Yeah, I would
could be wrong.
Not only,
but
Kyle used to play a deck that was 4-color. I called it 4-color espionage because it played like Ninja the Deep Hours.
Oh no, that was just ninjas.
Yeah, ninjas and Edric Spymaster Trest.
Yeah, well, that Edric came in and out.
Yeah. Shardless Agent.
No,
so
there's a Shardless Agent.
Yeah, so you have interesting interactions like Shardless Agent cascade into Baleful Strix, draw a card. You know, attack with my Baleful Strix, you can't block because it has Death Touch. And then what do you call it? Ninjutsu in your Gentleman, draw a card.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I used to play Deathblade, it was just a nightmarish matchup for me because I could never get ahead on board. I could only really win by equipping a true name with something.
Yeah, it happened.
And if it didn't happen, it was just not going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Kyle is all about the tilt max. Yeah, that he purposely plays his lands in front for that reason.
Does he? Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for a long time he used to play. He played it like normal, lands in the back. But then he was like, you know what? If I can get like a free if I can irk my opponent, which is completely fair, because I mean to throw your opponent off their game at all, then I think it's perfectly fine. So it looks like Kyle named something with the.
Actually, no.
No.
You can't name once you've named something, it's resolved. So he can only respond.
All right, so he's
to,
responding to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Aluren is a deck. Yeah, it is a deck full of that.
I think, yeah.
So all right. So and then there's a request for Dredge and Enchantress. So guys, we'll try to as long as they're 1-1 next round, either Dredge or Enchantress, we'll get them on there. If they end up being 0-2, I'm a little harder unless everybody's okay in chat with that. Then we can definitely do it. So whatever Kyle called, it looks like he missed.
That is a very grindy hand.
Unless he called Treasure Cruise, and then he got 2 of them, but...
Yeah, that is nothing but big spells.
Yeah, but I mean, he can also flash his back really quick if he wants to.
Yeah, second that a Shardless Agent really isn't that much of a cost.
Yeah, no, not at all. Is there a Jund deck floating
around?
around?
Is Bogner in the house tonight?
No, Bogner's not in the house.
Okay.
but he was playing it on Thursday.
Yeah, Bogner did take it down on Thursday. He was in first playing.
He took the whole tournament.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I guess technically he and Chuck split, but then they played.
Well,
it out
yeah,
and
but
he
they
won.
played it out and he won.
And then I was in third playing
So-
over.
Oh God, XCG, XCG. That's what I'm gonna call it.
XCG?
Not happy with
Kyle Norman's
with Kyle.
placement.
No.
I have a couple of buddies. They're brothers. They play Magic back in Cali and with me. And oh, good lord! And they play with their lands in front like that. So when they play each other, there's just these like two encroaching land walls. You can kind of tell who's winning based on like who's taking over more of the kitchen table.
God, who was it? I saw somebody on. It was during the standard portion where they were playing with their lands on the side. Like they're playing their lands vertically on the side. I think it was the guy that was piloting that the heroic deck, the Jeskai heroic combo. But
Yeah, so Cook the Fourth, you are correct. So basically, if I cast Cabal Therapy and I know you have a Lightning Bolt in hand, I can say, like, I'm casting Cabal Therapy and I'm naming Lightning Bolt. They bolt me. It actually rewinds the spell back to the time it was cast, and I can, like, let it resolve and then name something different. Which is interesting.
Fair enough.
I think that's how that works. So like, that's what he's saying, yeah. So if I cast and just say, like, I'm going to name Lightning Bolt, but then they bolt me in response, it backs the game up to the point where I can name something different.
Oh, cool. So Kyle's just going to Living Wish here.
YOLO.
After his board has been wiped. Oh. Alright. Getting a Bazooka Bog. He really does not want that treasure, does not want a treasure cruise to go off. Which I think is fine, because now Colin's just kind of stranded. He's got everything in his hand costs more than 2 mana. Kyle still has that. Alright, so it looks like he's got another Cabal Therapy, and he's also got the Imperial Recruiter in hand as well. Game loss is perfect. Okay, well, let's see. So it looks like Kyle got 2 Lilianas out of his hand for that. So we're gonna see another crack of another fetch crack. Crackety fetch. Fetch crack crack. Yeah, maybe. He's thinking about it. He's also blinding the camera. Alright, Kyle going back down to 19.
Yeah, so in chat, I haven't cast many Cabal Therapies in my time playing Legacy, but if I did, I would be most likely, I would most likely play it safe and just cast the card, and if they choose to respond to it, they just are aware that they're responding to it before I've named something, and then just let the spell resolve normally. I don't really want to try and shortcut my way into a loss. Whether or not that's how it works or not, I don't want to be playing in any gray areas, especially with how things are going lately.
Yeah, no, I think anything that seems gray, anywhere on it, be it ethically or morally or any other scale, I don't think it's worth really trying to figure out. So Kyle's just going to Imperial Recruiter, getting another Imperial Recruiter. Oh, that's fine. I mean, he's just going to start trying to beat down, because once Colin gets another land, like, shit starts getting a little real.
Yeah.
So Kyle's got a 5th land here. We know he's got the Imperial Recruiter. I don't know what else he has, but Exegy really wants somebody to try it.
Well, I think there's some debate about whether or not there would be penalties for, you know, trying to bait somebody into casting a spell in response to Cabal Therapy, so you can name something else.
Well, how about this? We will get our judge after this round is done, and he can come in and he can weigh on it.
Yeah, that'd be definitely interested to know that.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I think the safest thing is just to cast Therapy, say nothing, let them respond if they have any valid responses. You know, cast a spell, pass priority, let them respond.
Yeah.
And then name something once they've responded or haven't, and just
I agree.
let it resolve clean like that. You know.
All right, but either way, we'll
We
definitely
have infinite Imperial Recruiters. So now
this is what you do.
Colin is drawing live to his Supreme Verdict.
Well, drawing live. If by drawing live you mean drawing 2 more lands
then drawing
and the Supreme Verdict, yes.
Yes,
And sure.
very live. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic.
All right, well, that's
There we
something.
go.
Well, and he's already got Batterskull in hand. Oh, Kyle.
Oh, Cook the
gotta
Fourth.
do something.
Cook the Fourth
You
is
gotta
a
do
judge.
something.
So he knows what's up. Cool.
All right.
I got you.
I'm just excited by all the try-its. Oh, I guess it was only really 3. Technically 4.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. Cook the Fourth. Laying down the law.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and just for alternate verification, we'll still ask our judge. Oh, that was an Aluren. So, all right.
Now are things going to get pretty interesting.
Things might get fun here. Yeah, because I think Kyle has the Imperial Recruiter in hand, right? So
Yes,
he's just gonna win.
Yeah, he has the Imperial Recruiter. So actually, I'm not super familiar with how this loop
Oh,
works.
all right. So he's gonna go ahead and flashback of all barytherapy
Just to make sure the
coast is clear. Yep. And then
I imagine naming something like, I don't know, Force of Will.
yeah, probably.
Here's
So
the
there's Aluren. You see? Look at that. Nice full art. Looks nice and pretty. So do you know what Aluren does?
So it allows you to cast creatures with a certain converted mana cost.
Yeah, so
as instants, basically.
Yes. So Aluren lets any player cast a creature with converted mana cost 3 or less for free at instant speed.
Okay.
So basically, what he's going to do is he's going to go get a Dreamstalker right there, which is going to end up bouncing the Imperial Recruiter back to his hand. He's going to do that a few times. Then he's going to get a Cavern Harpy, and then he's going to get a Parasitic Strix.
Gotcha. And then just grind them out of life.
Yeah. So Parasitic Strix, if you control black permanent, and when it comes into play, they lose 2 life. You gain 2 life. Cavern Harpy lets you bounce a permanent and also return that back to your hand by paying 1 life. So basically, they just end up. Yep.
Okay, so Jeffrey K's got me. Recruiter for Dreamstalker, bounce recruiter for Cavern Harpy, bounce Dreamstalker, play Dreamstalker. Then okay. Oh, and Cook the Fourth. Our judge on hand is Mr. Chuck Harris.
Yep.
If you know him.
Or Charles Harris.
Charles Harris.
Yeah.
His Christian name. Yeah. He's a good dude. So yeah.
Yep. Sometimes we have Raul in the house. I don't remember
Raul.
what Raul's last name is.
No, me neither. And then
Raul, I think it's an M. I think it starts with an M.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can check on Facebook, but that takes effort.
No, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Now you challenged me. You just said that it's not happening. So
now it's happening.
Now it's happening, because I can't take that. That challenge is far too much.
We're friends on Facebook now. How excited are you about that?
We are friends on Facebook. I don't know. You should be really excited about that.
I am. I can barely contain myself.
How do you spell Raul?
R-A.
Is it R-A?
O. U. L.
Mowat. That's
Mowat.
right.
Okay.
There we go. He is an L2, about to be an L3, and I think he's going to be testing really soon for his L3.
And Sherman's an L2, I think.
Sherman's an L2?
Sherwin?
Sherwin?
I thought he's an L2 or something like that. I don't know.
I know he's an L1.
Okay, I don't know.
He could be an L2. I'm not quite sure.
Chuck Harris.
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 Yeah. So
Mr. Chuck Harris is our judge on hand.
Yep, and he'll be testing for his L2 sometime soon.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if so in that game it just seemed, I don't know if Colin knew what Kyle was on. I mean,
well, he had to explain the combo, so I don't think he's really played too much against Aluren. But again, like this matchup, I'm pretty sure is just heavily favored for Aluren.
Yeah, it is. I mean, especially with that hand that Colin had, it was just very, very non-interactive and slow. A lot of really, really good cards, just very, very slow.
Yeah.
And the other bad thing about it is I don't think there's...
Alright, so Chuck is apparently absurdly cool.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. He is absurdly cool.
Yeah, Jeffrey, Ned friended me on Facebook, and it's kind of weird. Oh, god damn it. Now people on stream just keep sending me... I don't know how they find me, actually. Like,
your name is on the freaking stream.
Yeah, but you have to put, another, suffix on there, and, punctuation and stuff that I have in there. So, it's not that easy to find.
Sure. But, I mean, once they Google you, they know what you look... Once they get you on Facebook, they know what you look like. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. It's still hard.
Has there ever been an SCG open in Chicago? I'm not sure.
No, so Jesus, yeah, my blue glasses. I don't know what I did with them. I took them off sometime last night. I don't know where they are. So I'm wearing contacts today. But Jesus, the SCG has never had an open in Chicago. They've had some in, the surrounding areas, being St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Indianapolis. They don't have one in Chicago because Chicago is ridiculously overpriced for venues. So they can't find a venue that actually makes sense for them to stream at. And that is wrong. Boop, 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 boop. So that's why SCG has come out said a couple times that if anybody knows knows where they could find a venue that would be cheap enough to actually hold a tournament at, that they're that they would love to actually have one in Chicago. I would love to have one in Chicago because that means I get to go home and sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with Warmack. I think boarding in the needle here is correct. I mean, I just don't know how much of Colin's sideboard is even very good against Aluren.
Well,
so, I mean, you know, at that point, you might as well, right?
That, and does he know the cards well enough?
To know that
like,
naming Cavern Harpy can be some a large thing for Kyle to jump
and,
through.
like, does he remember what Cavern Harpy, like, does? Because, like, he can call a judge over, and I believe you can call a judge over, you can describe a card to them, and then they can give you the name.
Mm-hmm.
But if Colin doesn't know everything, like, enough things to describe the card for, like, you can't just be like, you know, the thing that makes Aluren win? You can't do that.
I'd like to needle that. The thing that makes Aluren win. That isn't Aluren itself, because you can't needle it.
That's very true. You'd have to have two needles. You'd have to have Dreamstalker and
Cavern Harpy.
Cavern Harpy.
Yeah, I mean, so... Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm just saying that, I mean, if all you have to bring in is one needle, you have to bring it in, don't you? Just because. I mean, I don't know how much of his stuff really works against him like that.
You can also name Deathrite Shaman to slow him down so he can't turn to you.
Sure.
Oh, is it Draxus Alchemist? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so Kyle immediately going with the...
I don't think I know anybody at these stores that loves his Cabal therapies more than Kyle Norman.
Kyle does like Cabal therapy.
He does. He puts it in everything.
Phil Soberman, I would argue, loves some Cabal therapies.
He does. I mean, I've only ever seen him playing Storm, though, and those are kind of just the natural four of. Whereas, like, Kyle's playing them in every deck where it makes sense.
Yeah.
From ninjas to...
Well, all those have disposable creatures that you're more than happy to do.
Ninjas to zombies, which I guess is fairly stock.
Colin keeping some loose hands here, though. Like,
very loose. You gotta love the old basic island, no way to cast any white spells.
I mean, there's a Force of Will. So, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, the first hand he kept was very loose. Very loose. It was nothing but 3 and 4 drops with almost no interaction outside of Thoughtseize.
Yeah. So, but, Code Ask 8 Real. So sorry that this game has not been particularly exciting. But, well, there's another. Yeah, I don't think you bother forcing this. Kyle's probably calling Counterspell. And then, but... Known bike maker? Does he make bikes?
That's cool. I didn't know that. If that's what I think it means.
I don't know. I have no idea. So what did you just draw there? Oh,
so if you cast
Judgment.
Engineered Plague, do you name Beast to try and catch the Cavern Harpy? Is that what you do? I think it's a Beast, right?
Yeah.
Knight of Souls Betrayal is fairly no-brainer. All creatures get -1/-1.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Engineered Plague. Yeah, I'm curious.
Famous for his bike smithing?
Huh.
I had to ask him.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because if I can commission him to make a bike, I totally will.
Yeah, that's dope.
World renowned. I don't know. I feel like this is like.
I feel like they're trolling us, but I'm not sure.
Could be, but like I appreciate these kinds of trolls because it.
Because I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's like it could be real, maybe. Well, there's a Cavern Harpy in hand for Kyle. Or well, he's looking at it from the brainstorm, so he's putting it back. There we go.
You can always tutor it back up with Imperial Recruiter.
I don't know. Colin doesn't have enough grease on him to look like a... Well, maybe if he's making the frames, possibly. I don't know. So, oh, we actually missed that. So Kyle going down to 18 here. We missed the first fetch. Sorry about that, everyone. Well, I saw him crack the first fetch. I just didn't record the life total. So I'm kind of bad, but kind of good. We'll leave it at that. Now I'm really hoping Colin is actually just like this world-renowned bikesmith.
Yeah, because it would be awesome.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
That would make me just happy.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Oh goodness. All right, so let's see. All right, so there's a Living Wish. I don't know what he's gonna go.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, naming the counterspell has effectively turned off the Force of Will.
I know he doesn't have.
I was gonna say the. Thank you, Cook the Fourth. Yeah, Nigel BT's comment was missing the face, so now you've helped me out.
Oh, all right. Alright, so he is kind of trolling.
Yeah,
because it's not actually Alright, yeah, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. What did he grab with Living Wish?
I missed it.
Oh, you...
I was busy looking at the
I know.
bikes. I'm sorry.
Exegy.
Mark, I'm sorry.
Exegy just like... Oh.
It's only threw off my
Well, I mean, it's like Link, and we're like, oh, Link! And then, and then we just lose.
Like
yeah, then we're
fools.
just dead. Yeah. No,
great.
you know, it happens. Yeah,
so Colin finally finds his second land. Fortunately for him, a white sword, since it actually turns on swords to plowshares.
Yeah.
And a Stoneforge Mystic.
But if Kyle gets a
oh, okay, so thank you, Jeffrey. He got
Recruiter
okay. With Wish, which makes sense.
So if Kyle just drops, well, he can't drop Aluren because there's a yeah. All right, there we go. So now Kyle knows about the Force of Will. I imagine
whether
he's
or not
gonna,
it's live is another question.
Yeah, he's gonna flash back that Cabal therapy. I would imagine. There's another Living Wish. All right.
Yep.
So Kyle could get a number of things. I still think he needs like Fulminator Mage in his board.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I mean that'd be fun. I mean, like, think of how many good things it would do here if he could just go. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to cast.
Yeah, he needs the double black to do it, or a double. He needs black and red.
Well, or double black. I mean, it could be double
makes
black.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think an active Umezawa's Jite would be something to deal with. I mean, it seems like it's actually really hard to break up the loop once you're going off with Aluren.
Yeah.
With removal spells and removal
It
effects.
is really hard because
the return,
everything's instant speed.
Yeah, well, the return effect is part of the cost, I believe.
Yeah.
So that means that you can't really interact with it,
yeah.
I think.
So.
And we've got some pretty technical people in chat today, so they can correct me on that. But I believe that's what makes it one of the things that makes it difficult to interact with removal. But still, an active Jite can help clear the board down.
Well, that and everything he can do is instant speed. So removal, once he actually starts going, isn't... Cook the Fourth, I will take that as an extreme compliment.
I'm just going to pretend he means it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just gonna pretend he means
good. I'll take that.
Yeah, I accept it.
Yeah. And I'll take that. I'll take that. At least he's not. I need to stop trash talking. GG's live.
Yeah.
They're just like they're not. I don't know.
I don't know. What
not my style of commentating.
I don't know what that is.
GG's live?
No, I don't know what that is.
That's what Wizards uses for all their commentating.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So multiple rules to stop and learn. Yeah, I agree. I was just saying. I think it's. I was gonna say it seems like it could be difficult because a lot of the return effects are part of the cost of the ability, so I don't think you really have a chance to interact with those so much.
Yeah, no,
although,
it's good.
Like I said, my understanding of the Aluren loop is not terribly strong. I'll have to go and look up the cards for myself when I get home, basically.
Or not? It's not terribly strong.
Yeah, my understanding of the loop is not very good.
Oh! I thought you were just like it's just not strong.
No,
like,
no, sir.
It is.
Cook the Fourth. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, most certainly.
So
and shit. Who is it that loves Jeffrey? Is it you that love Tyler? Who loves Tyler? There's somebody because and El Mayo loves Tyler too. Tyler's gonna be back in Tyler's gonna be back in chat on Thursday. But all right, so here's a click. Kyle doesn't really have as much stuff going on as I thought, and with that recruiter going to the bottom, that's
a little awkward.
it's kind of rough.
Who the F is Tyler?
All right, so maybe it's not Jeffrey.
Okay.
It's somebody. Somebody loves Tyler.
Tyler's awesome. I met Tyler once.
Did you?
Dude. Yeah. He seemed cool.
I like him. He's fun to commentate with. Unlike present company.
Wow, it's like that, huh? Just snap it off. Just say what you're feeling. I respect
I will.
that.
It is Tyler, the creator. So nothing. This is a third Living Wish for Kyle. I don't know what he's getting this time.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
is it
Staticaster?
Interesting.
Seems all right here.
So I guess he's gonna fetch up a Taiga.
Yeah. Yeah, probably Taiga.
Taiga makes sense.
And then we're gonna see that. Yeah, we're gonna see that Vendilion click go bye-bye. Is it gonna go bye-bye?
Thanks, Jeffrey. Appreciate it, man.
Kitty up is good? Oh! I like it.
I
like
respect it.
Ned, next time you're playing on stream, Ned Kitty up.
Okay, Jesus.
Oh, that just makes me happy.
Yeah, it's like this is like a toolbox Aluren. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Kyle's always got his own swag going on, you know?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Alright, see, now I gotta pick something else other than the swag, because you're saying swag, and then if I say hashtag yellow swag, it's just too much. There's too much swag going on.
I've not heard of this phenomenon. I don't believe it.
Yeah, there's just always a lot. There's just way too much. So we're gonna see a Swords of Plowshare in response to casting of Cabal Therapy. So Kyle is going to go up. I believe it's a 1/3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kyle.
Does it have power? In fact,
Well, it's an 0/3 or 1/3.
Yeah, it's one of the other.
Let me look it up.
To the internet.
I'll internet you. I mean, chat's gonna say something before we even get there, and then they're gonna make us.
Will be for no reason.
Yeah, I know, and they're gonna make us seem like an idiot. 0/3. Damn. All right, so he gained nothing.
He gained nothing.
And I got it there. I got it before chat.
Got
it before chat.
Perfect,
Yes.
the perfect sword supply.
Got it. Got it. All right, so Kyle cast Charlotte's Agent into Deathrite Shaman. Kyle not having not particularly. I mean, Kyle's just not having the greatest draws right now. Granted, Colin is sitting over there doing nothing because Kyle is like Cabal therapied him to oblivion.
Yeah,
no,
this is one of those.
There's a lag in chat. All right, we don't get to see the chat before that. All right, so I'm very proud of myself. Okay, I was quick. I was quick like Tiger.
Yeah, he was like a ninja, man. An internet ninja.
Oh, why can't Kyle be on ninjas right now? Because then it would kind of work.
It would.
Yeah.
I just wasted everyone's time.
You did. Thank you.
So I think, yeah, it's an awkward situation for Colin right now because, I mean, he has this very expensive removal spell sitting there in Council's Judgment, which hits a lot of things, but unfortunately it feels kind of bad to spend it on a Deathrite Shaman and Shardless Agent.
Yeah, so, I mean, this way Kyle at least gets to start, like, eating shit out of the yard and start doing Colin some damage that way.
What does Mark's ninjutsu cost?
I'd
say more than Ninja the Deep Hours, but less than Hidetsugu.
I'm gonna go with 4 colorless.
4 colorless?
4 colorless.
Wow. Well, you are a mud player, so
I am a mud player. Yeah, it's gotta be colorless.
So would you be an artifact ninja?
Of course I'd be an artifact ninja, yeah. Alright, so Colin gonna go down to 16 here off of the swing from Shardless Agent and activation of Deathrite Shaman.
And as we can see, it looks as though Kyle has successfully therapied every spell out of Colin's hand.
And this is rough with the having to use a Council Judgment on the Deathrite Shaman.
That's not a feel-good situation.
No.
And it's, you know, and unfortunately for him, Kyle...
we're in a Stoneforge versus Shardless Agent race now. Oh yeah! All right. Well, there's a brainstorm. I think was that land something?
Yeah,
land Aluren. So that's good. I still don't think Kyle can actually go off. So he's putting the Reclamation Sage back on top of his library.
Yeah, there's really no need now that he has successfully therapied away every piece of equipment Colin owns.
Yeah.
He can always try and tutor it back up somehow if Colin happens to get an Academy Runes or something into play.
So the question here though is, does Kyle go ahead and run out the Aluren? I mean, so Colin has already played his Council's Judgment. So how many more copies does he actually have? He probably brought in some enchantment hate out of the board.
Most likely.
So like, yeah.
I would be shocked if there are too many Council's Judgments in that list.
And Kyle does have one more Cabal Therapy still in the yard. Mm-hmm. And Kyle left back Shardless Agent. I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but Kyle gonna fetch again. Gonna go down to 16.
Yeah, so Jeffrey K is advocating waiting on Aluren. I mean, I agree. I agree. You're under no pressure right now. You're actually clocking faster than he's clocking.
Excuse me. That's some pressure, right?
That's
a Squire. The Squire beats are real. All right, that's a real threat. And if you don't respect the Squire beats, the Squire gonna get you. All right.
Fair enough. I mean, I was.
Jeez.
I was playing against Alessandro last week, and he had a Rest in Peace out, and I cast a Deathrite Shaman, and I was like, Squire. And Phil was like, excuse me, sir, that is a Sanctuary Cat. Because it costs half the mana.
Fair enough.
And I was like, alright, Phil, you got me, man. It's a Sanctuary Cat.
Alright, so there's the Dreamstalker. Can bounce the
Sergeant
Agent back of the hand.
Value!
No, Grizzly Bear not better than the Squire. Jeez.
No, it looks like we're taking a little trip to Value Town. Intuition.
Actually, I can tell you who Enchantress is playing.
Enchantress is playing against Tez.
Oh, it's Enchantress versus Tezzeret? Oh, that would have been a fun match.
Yeah.
Just artifacts versus enchantments.
Yeah. There can be only one.
God, I don't know who's favored there though. I have to imagine Tez's. Like, I just don't know what Enchantress is good against.
I don't have that much matchup knowledge.
I'm gonna get Cook and Warmack are gonna get on me for being mean, but and there's a
true name nemesis. I imagine naming Kyle. I was gonna say it's especially rough for Colin that Kyle didn't vote for a different permanent than Deathred Shaman for the old 2-for-1.
Yeah, well,
it can happen.
I have never seen it happen, and I question the mental fortitude of somebody that it does happen to.
Yeah, you're right. I've never voted for anything different.
Yeah. So I think Kyle's got a misdirection in hand. All right, so Cook advocating Enchantress, best deck in Legacy, good against everything.
I want to see it in action now.
I want to see them play it. I want to see them play it.
Yeah,
because,
I've not seen Enchantress live before. I'd love to see it.
All right, so
it'd be a dope match, I think.
This is interesting. Kyle's needing a land for mana. Okay.
Cabal Therapy.
In order to Cabal Therapy, so there's still a mana floating. Kyle's going to try to go off this turn? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's in his hand besides, I believe, the Aluren, so...
Oh, all right. Apparently multiple people saying Enchantress beats Tez, so, all right.
Multiple people would be Jeffrey K saying it.
Well, Cook was saying it, and now Jeffrey K.
Cook was saying that it was... Okay.
No, see?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right there.
Against also, yes. There's the intuition.
All right, so there's an Aluren and an intuition, so...
What is it, 3 Imperial Recruiters?
Yeah, 100%. So, Colin's just going to scoop him up. All right, so Kyle's going to win that. I'm going to kick it back to the booth. All right.
So we have a fellow mud player in the house, man. Look at that.
Yeah. Jesus, we've talked about this, and now I'm very upset that you do not remember our luscious mud talks. God, so upset. I'm gonna try to find another match. I
don't know, man. Right, I think what you guys have is real.
Ned, topic for discussion.
Okay, I'm listening. I can do this.
Why did you pick the pair of shoes you're wearing today? And I want at least 2 sentences worth, and then by that time, chat should have something to say that's actually more relevant.
That's much more relevant than my shoes.
But that's the topic for right now.
Okay. So today I am wearing a pair of old Pumas I've owned for like I don't know, a year and a half from New York City. I bought them at the Puma store in NYC. I wore them because they were old and easy to put on this morning. Yeah. You've clearly never had the pleasure of being locked out and being laughed at maniacally. That sounds pretty fun. I mean, I could do that. You know, it's always interesting for me to watch other people play Magic. Whether it's an Enchantress deck or a Stasis deck. It's always entertaining. I like to just sit back and let it happen. Yeah, what would you rather talk about, Warmack? I mean, you know, I'm happy to discuss literally anything else. Literally anything else. Mud is favorable against Enchantress. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. They just ramp out huge things really, really quickly. I imagine there aren't terribly many ways to interact with them, but I don't know much about the Enchantress deck. I'm actually, after all the talk, I'm actually kind of hyped to see it on stream now. I hope that we get to stream it. You guys can probably teach me a little bit about it. Mark has no idea where his glasses are. He said he was wearing them sometime yesterday, and he took them off somewhere, and now he can't find them, so the glue glasses. Yeah, so my donger's been doing pretty well lately. It's been a busy time of the year for that. Busy time of the year. Enchantress wins against most fair decks and is a buy for most combo. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I'm not really sure how Enchantress go about trying to lock combo out of the game. So, I was thinking we should all raise ours. It's up to you guys, man. That's a stream chat decision. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you guys decide. Oh man, who should you vote for tomorrow? Jeez.
Alright.
Jeez. Warmax is asking us who he should vote for tomorrow. He's voting in DC.
Is Reagan an option?
Well, he's dead. So unless you're talking about a different Reagan.
Yeah, there's like Reagan and Clinton on the same bill, right?
Yeah, that's a thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, they just play Reagan Axe and Bill does the saxophone back music.
The sad thing is there are very many Americans who would legitimately vote for that and think it was a good idea.
Well, I mean, that's getting into politics, so we're going to stop that question right now.
Okay.
Anyway, oh yeah, all right. So that's what we got going. So we got Mr. Pino again. Mr. Pino on red white painter, and then we got I believe America Delver.
Oh, Mr. Kyle Houtman on America Delver.
Yep. And what else was I going to say? Oh, guys, sorry. Enchantress not making it on there.
Did he take off?
No, he lost.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost to Tezzeret. Apparently Trinisphere does good things against Enchantress.
Oh, good lord. Yeah.
At least that's what I've heard. So Kyle got paired down here. So let's see. So Greg, he did lose on camera last round. Kyle is on a mulligan, at least one mulligan here. Player 2, red, white.
Look, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't...
Beats, and...
I was excited for it, too.
I know. Maybe we can get it on camera. Maybe.
It'd be... It'd be a compelling matchup. When it gets to be the O2s, it's a little harder.
Yeah, unless it's just something fun.
Yeah, if it's a good time, I'd be up for it.
Murica Delver. All right.
Like if it's like Dredge versus Enchantress, right? We get to have two people's requests on stream.
All right. So you announced the match, so I can actually type this stuff.
All right. So we've got Mr. Kyle Houtman on American Delver versus Greg Pino on Red White Painter Beats. In my opinion, and this is probably not entirely correct, Kyle Houtmany. I think you spelled it.
Yeah, it's all right. Oh,
Jesus. What are you doing?
Oh God. Oh, it's all right. There we go. Done.
Yeah.
Took a second. So there was a Days in the Stoneforge.
Yeah.
So that happens.
So did we have Greg on the play? Was that the case?
Yes. Yes. I mean, he's got 2 lanes in hand. Kyle's got 0. So I have to imagine that was the case.
On the play.
So. All right, let's see. So
interesting decision to keep in the Dazes on the draw in a fair matchup. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but oh, good lord.
Nigel Teabag. Yeah, I lost my glasses last night somewhere. So that kind of sucks. All right, so Greg going down to 18 off of that.
18 off the
Oh, excuse me, he's at 17.
Did he fetch? Yes.
Jeez, come on. This is, Ned, we're having a talk after this.
About? Is it about where babies come from, or are you finally going to tell me?
I maybe tell you. I don't know. I want to go back and read all of these. I want to go back and read all of these chat things, but I can't right now. Because chat keeps populating, and then, like, I can't trust you to actually come to the match, Ned.
Really? Really? It's come to that?
So
we have Greg going for his Enlightened Tutor here. I wouldn't be surprised if he just tutors up another Blood Moon, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that just seems fine. I mean, that's what he's going to do.
I mean, this is even more of a
well, this is a little rough. This could get kind of rough though, because Kyle's already got the Delver in play, and Kyle's got a Jit in hand.
Yeah. So even
fun fact, you don't need colored mana to play or equip Jite.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's a true thing.
Oh well, there's a lightning.
But there's a lightning bolt.
All right, so that happens there. So. Kyle does not want to take any, or Greg does not want to take any damage off that. Kyle gonna fetch though, and yeah. All right, that's good.
Makes sense.
All right.
Just bolt that thing, get it off the table. I don't deal with it.
No,
thank you, sir.
Let's see. Rankings don't matter much. All right, so if you guys chat, let us know. Do you guys really want Enchantress next round? I'll get Enchantress on camera.
Chat, I mean, and everyone besides Cook the Fourth. Your voice has been heard,
Cook,
sir.
Yeah, your voice has been very heard.
We understand. You want to see Enchantress. Gotcha.
Warmac, I do not pick terrible discussion topics, I would like to say. I think, how did Ned pick his shoes in the morning was a very good one. That's just me, though. Let's see. What vote? All right, jeez.
And then we got into politics.
Yeah, too much. No,
unfortunately, I said
politics.
I was open to talking about literally anything else.
Yeah, no,
and
politics
they
not going to
said
happen.
literally anything else.
Oh, so that's good.
Rest in peace. But he is going to take 2 off ye old.
Ye old, Ancient Tomb.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a rest in peace. Rest in peace, not amazing against American Delver. They don't have a lot of uses for their graveyard outside of casting Treasure Cruise, which is why they were such a good Treasure Cruise shell in the first place. They were just literally never using their graveyard. In fact, most of the time they were the ones sideboarding in Rest in Peace against like the Bug Delver decks, you know?
Alright, so we'll actually get Enchantress on here.
Okay, yeah, if he's down to play on stream, let's get him.
Yeah, alright, so, and then Kyle just looking for anything to do with his mana because he knows next turn he won't be able to do anything with his mana.
Yeah, he needs basically... The problem that Kyle, I think, has is he doesn't play terribly many red creatures. He has red spells, he just doesn't have red creatures. So he desperately needs to put something on the table before Greg
there is a
can play.
Wasteland, so Greg can't play the Blood Moon now. So
however, that Stoneforge is going to resolve.
Yep.
No days, no force.
However, Kyle's
has
got
a Spell Pierce.
well, he's also got a Swords of Plowshare in hand.
Yes, sir.
And a Spell Pierce, so sure. Oh, and a Bolt. So he's got pretty much every answer.
Yeah, in my opinion, American Delver is the best Delver deck in fair matchups. The combination of 4 main deck bolts with 4 main deck Swords to Plowshares means it's really good at playing this kind of grindy, removal-based game.
Yeah.
I think it probably has, in my opinion, the softest combo matchup. It doesn't have discard. It doesn't have a lot of... It relies heavily on soft permission for its spells, and its clock is pretty anemic compared to like Blue-Red Delver, which just has a ton of velocity and speed. And just
Oh, shit. Cook, you're like the first person that's ever actually offered to donate. I'll message you afterwards, because that's something I just haven't set up yet.
Yo,
but
Chuck,
yeah, no, I mean anything like that would be is more than appreciated, and I can tell you to go straight into the stream.
There's a gentleman in chat who said that you're absurdly cool.
Yeah,
that's nice of them.
And he also said that
Thank you.
You were cool to the 4th power in his opinion.
Yep, and Cook also mentioned that Raul is cool.
Raul was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was an amazing person.
All right, so now we get a Jit in play for Greg. Ponder from Kyle. Kyle digging for any sort of like relevant action after that last Delver bit the dust with the Pyroblast. Yeah, I don't know. So we know that the Batter Skull's in Greg's hand. Do you know anything else in Greg's hand from the 3 cards?
I do not. No,
Okay.
I don't have a good view of his. I don't have a terribly good view of his hand.
If Pino rips a 3rd land to get, oh yeah, you're right. He does have the Spell Pierce.
Yeah.
So so the
he's up to 16.
Oh jeez, if I could even think. So the Blood Moon that we also know that it's in his hand.
Yeah.
So
there's
whoever in
whoever
the background, I think you are cool. All right. So
Chuck,
Dr. Derp.
Mr. Chuck Harris, our judge, is in the audience, checking out the stream right now while he's having some lunch, some dinner. So I was just relaying Cook's regards to him.
Yep.
Because Chuck needs to know that people besides me think he's cool.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
so Stoneforge Mystic coming down for Kyle.
You do it for the people, right?
Yeah.
I
And
respect that. So we're literally
this
just
is
this game of
this is just I'm gonna play a Stoneforge and you're gonna remove it and we're gonna do this back and forth for a long time. Well, that's a true name
You're
nemesis.
stirring it up, Kyle.
However, while there's a true name nemesis in a Jite, all right, not a Jit, Jite, Mr. Kitty, yep. The Jite is on board. However, and of course Pino plays another. How many Stoneforge Mystics have we seen in this game, chat? I think it's 7. No, I think it's actually 7 Stoneforges we have seen. But yeah, now I can't even make the Jite is on the wrong side of the board. Oh. This is why fucking like Legend Rule needs to be a thing. Like legendary permanents, like just from a strictly flavor purpose, should not be able to exist. Like flavor permanents should not like legendary permanents. There should be 1 and nothing. Where there should never be 2 legendary permanents because it destroys the mythos. I can't even talk.
Did you see Chuck? Cook the Fourth thinks he might have worked with you at an event.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Yeah, so we got Greg stuck on lands and another deck that's a deck that's capable of casting True Name Nemesis. This is not looking good.
Yeah, so
for, Mr. Pino.
Greg was looking so promising. At this point, though, he's just really far behind.
Yeah, he just got really stuck on lands.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily agree with firing off all those wastelands in the beginning, but now it's looking like a pretty genius move on Kyle's part.
Yeah. So Greg gonna go down to 11 or 12 here. I think he's probably going to try to run out that Blood Moon, but then he's immediately going to have it.
Yeah, and in this case, it doesn't really
up.
do anything. He needs someone to answer the GTA equipped to the True Name Nemesis, because otherwise, Kyle doesn't really need to play any more spells.
Yeah. So, yep. And there's the Spell Pierce.
Why not?
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then as for the chat requesting elves, I mean, we'd love to have more elves players, but I just haven't seen any in a while.
Well,
there was a week where like a bunch of elves
you don't
players
have to
were
respond to Jeffrey. All right, we've already talked to Jeffrey
About
the elves situation.
I wasn't there for that. I didn't know.
Yeah, you were sitting right here.
Okay, I'm
The
sorry.
closest we have in the room is Enchantress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we're gonna put on camera
We are
next.
gonna put on
So
camera.
Greg's gonna pick this up.
We have
that
many
was
demands
that was
for
really
Enchantress
rough.
on camera.
He hasn't played in something like 6 years.
Really?
This guy? Yeah.
So
That's
all
good.
right, so we got all right. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
we'll have constructive criticisms for him, while he's playing, and then he can rewatch, and learn. So I'm gonna kick it back to the booth, guys, because I don't think we're gonna get another match going.
Probably
and
not.
yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete this stuff. All right, Ned, while I'm resetting this
Okay.
topic this time.
Okay.
How many water bottles, like 20-ounce water bottles, do you think you could drink in a matter of 4 minutes?
4 minutes, huh? Okay.
Yes. No. All right. Come on.
I think probably
No dead air.
probably like 2 or 3. Probably
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
That's the wrong answer.
How many is the right answer?
I don't know, but more than that.
Okay.
More than that. All right. So we know we're gonna have an O2 on here. I don't know who else. I mean, I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I won't even put the records up there for this next round, just because. Just because. We know it's gonna be low, but we're gonna get to see Enchantress, crowd's favorite. Let's see.
Hence the crowd.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. So Cook was helping out at GP Chicago, which you were there. Yep. All right. So there we go. 100% to win if he takes 3 from the Delver, and yeah, or if it was someone else. The Dan totally. I don't believe that. He was there. Rush too slow. All right. So apparently rush too slow. Somebody else that was also at the GP Chicago. 3.6. Oh, Jeffrey can take 3.6. Okay. He can take 3. All right. Last night, SCG proved literally anyone can win with Delver. Oh wait, so did Delver end up pulling it out?
No, he lost in the finals to Dredge. I think they were just remarking on the fact that it was surprising that he got as far as he did. Given his level of what it seemed to be.
So how did it come about that he did not know about Dredge?
There are some interesting things. Like, I mean, I have fairly limited Dredge experience thanks to Kevin. So there was an instance where the Dredge player had an Icarid in his graveyard and a couple Dredgers.
Yeah.
And it was his first turn having an active Deathrite Shaman. And he chose to exile the Dredger rather than the Icarid.
Okay.
With 2 bridges in the graveyard. So at that point, at that point he just gets the Icarid back. He gets to attack for 3 and then dies and makes 2 zombies. So now there was no way he was going to stop him from dredging. There were a couple dredgers he could use. Yeah. But he essentially said, okay, now you can dredge and you can have this clock. Right? Yeah. So before that, you're working in a situation where the guy can dredge, but he doesn't have anything on the board yet, so it gives you more time. Yeah. So he created this situation for himself where he was under some very realistic pressure. From like zombie tokens and an Icarid that just kept coming back every turn because he basically like didn't remove it until it was too late.
Yeah.
So
you ever know when you stare too long and then you start kind of going blind?
Yeah. And like as Nigel was saying, he was doing. There was a lot of readers. It was like he'd never seen Icarid before, and I don't know if he understood that if he let Icarid come back, it was just gonna die and make zombie tokens ad nauseam.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you know, I mean, good for him. I think that what probably happened is if he played all
Well,
the
what
way...
what if he had done this? What if he had Deathrite Shaman, ate a Dredger?
Mm-hmm.
All right, lets Icarid come back, so that way he has to remove another black creature out of his yard, and then he casts Swords of Plowshare on the Icarid, and he goes, woo!
I guess it would be a real trick if he had.
And then,
Yeah.
then who would be the novice player there?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm the novice player because I didn't come in second in an SCG Open, but I would say that he, if he played all those matches and he got there beating like fair matches and combo decks, I think it does show that even if he wasn't familiar with Dredge, he was probably a pretty good, you know, pilot otherwise, right? I mean, because it's not an easy.
Like, I have to imagine that there's some sort of skill. He had to be at least a mildly competent pilot to make it that far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However, that doesn't say a lot for the state of Legacy when somebody that's not familiar with the format can just come in and
I will say this.
win.
I am from California. I was born in Oakland where the SCG was, but the Legacy scene there looked pretty soft. Like, it wasn't that many rounds. The tournament, it didn't seem like it was that many rounds. And, like, all due respect to Oakland, it just didn't seem like the tournament was terribly deep.
How many rounds were there?
I think it was like, I want to say like 5 or 6, but I think that's
Whoa, no,
correct.
there's no way there's only... How many,
chat, can
no
we
worries,
get a...
no worries, Cook. How many rounds were yesterday?
Yeah,
It
it felt like there weren't that many. I mean, am I wrong? Like, I might be totally off base here, but it looked like a kind of a soft field.
I cannot imagine that it was only 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah. Or, like, I mean, basically the way that the gentleman who ended up playing Bug Delver in the finals got in the finals is his opponent was storming him out, like, actively killing him.
Yeah.
And he screwed up one of his interactions.
Oh, this is 8 rounds.
8
so that's
rounds. Okay, that's respectable.
Chuck,
Yeah.
we're just going to put Enchantress on there.
Yeah. If Enchantress is
So,
down.
and what's, is that Andrew?
Andrew
Yeah,
Norman.
and
Andrew
Everett's
Bowman.
playing Bug.
Andrew Bowman?
Yeah.
Versus Evern. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so 8 rounds.
Okay.
Frankie G, how you doing, man? Glad to have you in here.
Yeah, so I was
All right.
wrong. I was way off base. I don't know why I thought there were so few rounds. But
Well, I mean, they probably tuned in at, like, round 4.
yeah.
Rule 4 or
That
5 like
throws me
they've
off a
been
bit.
doing. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the guy that he ended up in the finals because his Storm opponent misplayed Carpet of Flowers.
Alright, so is that...
Everett is on the left.
Okay. Evern is on the left. Alright. Oh. Hey, Evern? No map. No map. Yeah. It's like... It's just because we already have everything taped out and stuff, and I don't want stuff getting bad. But no, technically it's supposed to be Dice Dojo mat. They just stopped giving me them, so yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Ben, you don't have to just... I'm yelling at people. You have to keep chat's attention elsewhere.
Sorry.
I know.
My fault.
You know what? I'm going to knock on some wood right now, though, because nobody's hit the camera tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm so excited about that. Alright, so... Alrighty, let's go ahead and get these. So
Yeah, it would be more impressive that he ran Demir Charm if that deck was not a straight-up carbon copy of the one that Bob Huang top 16 with at Worcester.
AKSOY. Alright,
I do
sweet.
love me a good Demir Charm.
How
Probably
many...
more than I should. Probably more than I should.
we saw some Demir Charms on camera on Thursday.
Did you?
We saw a Demir Charm counter a Cataclysm. It was good.
Was that Glacier?
Yeah, Glacier had the Demir Charm, and his opponent was Bran Ivy, and she went to cast Cataclysm, and then it got Demir Charmed.
Yeah, I had no idea who that who Brenna was, but she had some sweet Altered Wastelands. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so I've seen her on SCG coverage a little bit.
Oh, okay. She's usually a Death and Taxes player. That would make sense.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I saw her during the standard portion. I'm not entirely sure.
Sure.
But yeah, no, she's definitely a good player. She made like 1 or 2 play mistakes. I don't think she's normally on Death and Taxes because she did make a few mistakes on the 2 matches that we saw her on camera. But I mean, you could make arguments for the plays that she did make.
Sure. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, and so then we have Enchantress.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
about-
spell. Is that right?
That's fine. That looks
I
fine
don't
to
know.
me.
Warmac is. Did I spell Enchantress correctly? I'm gonna pretend like I did.
Yeah. We're sorry that there's more Delver, but like, we wanted Enchantress. This is who Enchantress is playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Dojo playmats, you can get them. I don't know if Dojo has them on sale on their website or whatnot. I can definitely find out for you. What the thing that's on the table right now, they've got a couple like table length playmats, and the reason why we try not to put playmats on top of the table length playmats is because then the table length playmats get grody, and it ends up being a mess. Let's see, Enchantress. Yes. Yes. All right. Looks like I did spell it right.
The people are excited to see Enchantress. And it has actually a nice bad guy in Bug Delver here.
Yes.
You know, the fun police. So I think that we're gonna be. I
mean, Bug Delver's just miserable.
Solidly rooting for Enchantress right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's on the Enchantress team. And Warmac, this is the 0-0 bracket, even though it's round 3. Because you know what? Round's not like record isn't everything.
No,
right?
Sometimes you have to go with what the crowd wants. The crowd wants an Enchantress.
The crowd asks for Enchantress. That's what we're gonna get.
And that's what we do it for, man. We do it for the people.
Yeah, and we'll get top table
for the next round.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Actually, well, it looks like Dredge is sitting at the top table. So if Dredge wins, we'll definitely get the top table going.
Really?
Wow.
Kevin Kingsley carrying that momentum.
Yeah. If they don't, then we'll see. I would love to play. If I had a tournament. Andrew, we can't see that, my man.
Yeah,
can't see that. Everin, no, I can't. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, please don't hit the camera. It looks so close.
Yeah.
It was so close. I don't know. But, no, this is good. I don't know what this is. It's green. There is 19 greens. Alright, so... Man, this is weird, Ned. It's weird seeing your What Now... your What Now Underground Sea with like anybody else using it.
Yeah, I know. I feel kind of violated right now.
You should. You should. In the fact that he fetched that one up specifically.
Yeah.
Like, he is you.
Yeah, he is my...
Alright, so this just makes an extra mana, correct? I'm going to be useless casting here.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I can kind of...
Warmac, you're going to have to cast from chat. But I believe that just makes an extra mana. So... I don't even know what the hell that is. Yeah. All right.
So I mean, if I'm Everin, I'm going for the old turn 2 Hymn to Torak, make a Delver of Secrets play, pass the turn.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That is a wild growth. Okay.
Interesting decision to go.
God,
for the
that's an
blue.
old ass wild growth. All right. Yep. No, I know what wild growth does. I just can't.
I didn't recognize the art.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I know we're bad at this. I also don't play Enchantress Bogger. So, good. And we already gave you your props for winning last week with Jund because we had some questions about the Jund. So
yeah, someone was asking for Jund. We had to give it up to the champ. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we're gonna Hymn to Torak didn't come off. All right, so there's one. So there looks like an Enchantress was taken, which is gonna be good, and then Enchantress, and then was that Bloom? I know what that is, but I can't fucking think of what it is. Alright, well shit. Alright, this is just bad. Why do we put this on here? Fucking fringe decks that I don't remember all the card names for. I know what Enchantress does. I know how to play against it. But I don't remember what half the shit
cards
does.
do.
Yeah. Oh well. Alright, this is gonna be good. City of Solitude, there we go. There we go. Alright, so this is just gonna be terrible.
I think
we're just gonna be so bad.
Everyone needs to remember to put his Delver out there.
Yeah, so
prove that he has it.
All right.
Hopefully, he'll remember it when he goes to trigger it.
This is Sprawling Utopia. Sprawling Utopia. Is that what that is? Oh Jesus! All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go green, and I'm gonna do Enchantress. I'm gonna do Legacy, and I'm gonna do Enchantments.
Oh, Elephant Grass. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Type enchantment. There we go. Now I'm just going to look up all of these. Oh, that's going to add a lot. Yep. Yep. Alright. Maybe that wasn't smart.
I'm going to go remind everyone to put a Delver token out there. It's bothering me.
Okay. Fair enough. Like the actual creature card?
Yeah. Because I have them in my box.
Yeah, probably not a bad thing. Yeah, okay, so it was a Utopia Sprawl. All right, look at that. Bam! And then, yeah, Elephant Grass. Good. Non-black creatures cannot attack you. Unless they pay 2, so it's basically a just a prison effect, but it's got an cumulative upkeep of 1. Alright. Right. Officially boned right there. I mean, it's...
You can still drain
It's kind of bad. Yeah, you can drain with Deathrite Shaman, so that's fine. Alright, let's see. That's not a bad idea. So, Enchantress, Legacy, deck list. And this should give us...
At least an approximation.
Yeah, at least a decent idea.
Elephant gas.
What, would I put elephant gas?
No. Someone said elephant gas on the chat. In the chat.
I'll give you an elephant gas.
It's true. That card is.
But yeah, no. I do. Yeah, Cook. I do agree with you. Elephant grass seems really aggressive here because, like, it's got the cumulative upkeep. So next turn he's only gonna have to pay 1 mana for it. But then, like, that's just because normally you. What is it? You have like a sack engine or something, where it goes back. Pat Brunkin, how you doing?
Welcome, sir.
Pat Brunkin, fat. All right, so we're gonna click on All right, Everin, no idea what the hell you're doing. All right, we also are not paying attention to live totals here. All right, so 17. We got 1 swing in from the Delver. This one's got an Emrakul in it. I don't know if this is right. Oh, no, because they got all kinds of elephant grass in there.
Welcome to WUBRG, right? Where the life totals are made up and the game
It doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, well, there's a Sarah Sanctum. All right.
What does Sarah Sanctum do?
Does this have Sarah Sanctum? All right, so this is similar. So Sarah Sanctum, you add white for every enchantment that you have. So right now that's producing 3. I would have to imagine... All right, so Wasteland, that's a good target for it. Yeah. Did we see a activation of Deathrite Shaman last turn?
I'm not sure if we did, or...
I don't see any of the removed cards.
He may have tapped the mana to allow Delver to attack.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, 3 is greater than 2, right?
Yeah. It also looks like Andrew is doesn't have a lot of... Oh, god damn it. This is why I shouldn't have said anything. And then the players playing punch the camera.
It's okay. It's actually It's okay, Mark. Calm down, man. Breathe, dog.
See, I know what some of these cards do.
Yeah. So he's just ramping.
Yeah, so there's another Utopia Sprawl.
If that Daze in Everin's hand is not getting pitched to a Force of Will, it does nothing.
Yeah.
So if Everin wants to activate Deathrite Shaman, he's going to have to eat.
Well, it's going to do something, because next turn, he's going to have to tap... Next turn, it's going to have an upkeep of 3, and so Andrew's going to have to tap that forest that's got the 2 Utopia Sprawl on there. Are you familiar with Utopia Sprawl? That one I do know. You have to enchant a forest, and then you get to add any color that you want.
Gotcha.
So
in addition to the...
yeah. Yeah, oh god, Ghost Quarter would be really bad. So, a Miracle. Yeah. So why did he... Let's see. Why did he play that? He wasn't going to use the mana, but he played Sanctum anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, running out that Sanctum seems rough.
Yeah, it seems a little loose against the Wasteland deck. Although if he hasn't played Legacy in a few years, he may not know that Bug Delver is a Wasteland deck.
Yeah, apparently he hasn't played in 3 years, or 6 years, sorry, is what Chuck was saying.
Yeah, then he may not know that this is a Wasteland deck. He may not be familiar with a lot of these cards, in fact, outside of the old spells.
Yeah.
Like Delver and Deathrite
Alright, so
Shaman,
there's grass going away. Alright, so he's actually at 11, I believe.
Yeah.
Because we missed that. So, yeah, this is a little rough. We're going to see a Green Sun Zenith for 4. Oh, he has another Sanctum? Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I'd probably try to... Do you run Daze? Or, I mean, Spell Pierce?
I do not, but I think but I know everyone has a Daze in his hand.
Yeah. Alright, so that is really... strong. Yeah. Alright, that's rough.
The good thing for Everin is he can also eat that now with Deathrite Shaman.
But so if Andrew was just going for an Enchantress effect, like I believe Enchantress, unless he's running like Eidolon of Blossoms, I believe Argothan Enchantress or whatever the hell it is, the creature one is it's a 2-drop. Yeah.
Yeah, what's he going for 4 for? That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't I don't know what he would have been going for 4.
So we've got an activation. We're sending Andrew down to 9 off of Deathrite Shaman activation.
Yeah. All right, and then yeah. So this is rough. Andrew not looking like he's going to be able to get there.
Well, it's hard for me to tell. I mean, I don't know what kind of knockout power, you know, the old Enchantress deck has, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, like, Enchantress is just a lock deck, so all it's trying to do is lock your opponent out of the game, basically.
Okay. Make it so they can't play.
Yeah, and then they win with, like, I know Simon used to win with, I can't think of what the hell it's called. The Angel Throne thing that makes 4/4s.
Oh, right, yes.
Fuck, what is it? I don't know. It's 3 white, and every time you play an enchantment, you get a 4/4 Angel token.
Right, like if you have a certain number of enchantments in play, is that the effect?
No. It's just whenever you play an enchantment.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think I've seen some people run. God, I can't think of any fucking card names tonight. The 1 in a white enchantment that if you haven't taken damage in a couple turns.
Luminarch Ascension.
Luminarch Ascension. Yep. Then you get some. Yeah, Sigil of the Empty Throne. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you have sufficient counters on it, on Luminarch Ascension, you can start to pay mana.
2 mana, right?
Yeah, I think so.
2 mana for
yeah. I think it's like 1.
I like it.
Well, 1 white, 1 colorless.
Yeah. All right. So that was kind of rough. I mean, all right. So it looks like 2 Lilianas and that's what's coming out. Is the Lilianas, which I don't know. I actually like Liliana for the discard. That's just me. Especially he's bringing in Thoughtseize. So I don't know. I see 2 Thoughtseize and a Maelstrom Pulse is what Everin's bringing in.
It's interesting he wouldn't bring in Golgari Charm here.
Oh, yeah. You have Golgari Charms on your board?
Yeah, 2 of them.
All right. Well, Golgari Charm seems good. Yeah.
It says destroy target enchantment on it.
All right. Yeah. So all the Enchantress players in the chat helping us out. So
Yeah,
that's all good.
I like Liliana because if they're not pressuring and
all right.
she can go and she
all
can
right.
go ultimate.
All right. So I was right. Yeah, Liliana is really good against
Yeah,
Enchantress.
if they're not pressuring her life total and she can go ultimate, she can actually help clean away enchantments.
Oh yeah, and it does take care of Enchantress. All right. So all the Enchantress players in the chat. How do you guys feel about Eidolon Blossoms? Is it worth it? Yes or no? Let me know, because I'm curious. Okay.
Hey, you guys are rooting for Enchantress to win. Don't blame it.
Yeah,
don't complain at the guy boards in a way that gives him a better chance.
Yeah, and again, I put this on you guys. The request was for Enchantress, so remember that.
Is there more water?
Okay, so apparently, Eidolon Blossom bad, very bad for Enchantress.
And Abrupticate.
Well, you can Abrupticate. That's kind of what my thinking was, but
Is there any more water?
yeah. Here, you take this one. Keep casting.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, so I guess the enthusiastic feedback regarding Eidolon Blossoms is it's not good. All right, sounds good. I don't necessarily agree with the way that Everon is boarding in this matchup, but yeah. What typically are you guys in the chat who have played Enchantress before? What are you typically trying to bring in against a Delver deck like Bug in the enchantment matchup? Oh, not Dark Blast, huh? Okay. You know, Bogner, I'm starting to suspect you're misspelling his name on purpose. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Cook the Fourth, you like his game plan. I see. What's up, man? It sounds like Cook the Fourth is a big fan.
Of what?
He's a big fan of how everyone is boarding in this matchup. So he's got City of Solitude, more lock cards, and humility. Makes sense.
All right, fair enough.
I think Mark, can you look at the chat for me and let me know? I think Bogner is spelling Warmack's name wrong on purpose.
Let's see. Agree with more makeup. Maybe.
Keep scrolling down.
Where are we going? Also, John players, bad. Also, I agree with more makeup. I don't know. Somebody else, I think Jeffries was saying Hormac. I don't even know.
iPhone autocorrect, what do you want?
Yeah.
Good point, Ryan. Good point.
Oh,
That damn autocorrect.
Alright, so this is, so this will be good.
We got Andrew on the play, probably.
I mean, yeah, in worst case scenario, everyone just wins again. And then we move on to
something different. Well, we'll have the top tables next, possibly.
We will have the top
Who's winning
table.
out tonight? What's to say over there?
No, that's why we already talked about this. It was Murica Delver versus Dredge.
Oh, good lord.
That's top seed.
A wonderful matchup for Dredge in game 1.
Yeah.
Rougher in game 2 when they have like 2 or 3 wrestling pieces.
And so it's either going to be our next match is either going to be it's going to be comprised of these 4 decks. What are you doing, my man?
Yeah, showing us the cards. Man.
Yeah,
I see. It's hard, man.
It's hard. It's
I think I'm pretty good at managing to get my cards on camera.
Yeah.
When I'm showing, like when I was playing against Miracles the other day.
It happens.
Or I'm sorry,
Right.
Storm.
Yeah. But so one of these 4 decks, or 2 of these 4 decks, we're gonna see. So we got Miracles playing Blue Red Delver. Is one top table. The other top table is Dredge versus Murica Delver. So we're gonna see some of that stuff.
Yeah, you hear that? I look agile.
What are we? It's a question for chat. Who do you think would? Who would you pick in a Swedish mud wrestling competition? Ned or Mark? I'm already greasy, so I have like an advantage. All right, I'm greasy and I'm large.
Yeah, I mean those are definitely both true.
However, when the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So I could fall. I don't know.
Dr. Derp, good point. Mark is he's already used to the mud.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So. All right. So wait. Here's like the. Well, here's another question. Is the mud fighting? Like, are we in a ring? Like, is it a matter of like if I get? Is it like do I have to get pushed out of the ring or is it if I just fall? Because if I just fall, then like I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's pushed out of the ring, then I'm gonna take me in this fight.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean. Yeah, if I could, I don't know if I could push you out of the ring.
This is good.
This is kind of grody, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
I feel like
Warmack telling the story that I don't remember this. I was probably drunk, but that I went over to his place and his buddy Jack said that he could take me to fight, but then I apparently stood up and Jack was like, "No fucking way." And then Warmack goes on to say that Jack is a boxer, but Mark is a bear. I'm actually wait. Oh, I want to show this. The shirt that the sweatshirt that I have on right now is a bear wearing a sweater.
That's awesome. You need to show that to them as soon as
I will. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right, mud wrestling's about finesse though. All right, so there's 19. You know when we're just like not involved in the match at all, that something is going horribly wrong on the playing field. Yeah, right?
No, this all looks legit to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's hard to screw up too badly. He did turn 1 Forest Wild Growth versus turn 1 Death Red Shaman. Green Sunzian for 2. Is this Argothian Enchantress?
Why do I have loose skin? I don't know. Jeffrey's saying I got loose skin.
I don't know, man.
See,
like, so very youthful.
Andrew again, like, not playing around days. Like, that's just something, like, when you're playing a deck like this, like, you just need to... When you have pieces that you have to get, you have to respect days and you have to play around it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, waiting an extra turn doesn't do anything negative.
I mean, like, it opens them up to, like, Spell Pierce, but which I like... That's fine. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
which one do you play around? The 4 of or the 2 of? Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we had Everin exiling a Verdant Catacombs to make a Delver Secrets.
Oh, that happens. That happens. Now there's a straw poll.
Yeah.
There's a straw poll for who takes us in a fight.
Okay.
Like, who takes who in a fight.
Okay.
I'm gonna vote me.
Hey, oh.
Yeah, I got 2 votes. Oh, so that's a choke coming in from Andrew. All right, so that's actually good.
That's very good for him.
Yeah. All right. So now my interest has been piqued again. All right, so if we flip Delver to a Daze, which is good because now he's got some fight in him, but we're still going to see him drop down to 17 off of from the Delver hit. And does Deathrite Shaman have any lands in the yard that it can eat?
No, it ate the last Verdant Catacombs. Basically, once Evron draws...
And there's an Enchantress.
Once Evron draws a fetch land, his Abrupt Decay will be online. I think his hand has a couple of Abrupt Decays in it. So at that point, he'll need to be able to fetch.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, I like that play by Evron. Very smart. Uses the Daze to bounce the land back to his hand.
All right.
He knows he can pay it, but
yeah.
At least this way he gets an untapped land.
Yep. All right. Oh, this is always fun. Always.
Yeah. Always a good time.
Yeah, we'll see. GG Delver. No, yeah, it's not GG by any stretch of the imagination right now.
It's a rough situation for him. I mean, he's waiting on an extra land or a fetch land to get that Abrupt Decay online.
Yeah.
Once that Abrupt Decay is online, he can start doing things.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, he gets to Abrupt Decay the choke. I mean, he can't target the Enchantress. Enchantress has Shroud.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
So,
he can actually start doing things.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations where Liliana the Veil looks pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. So it looks like he did hit a fetch.
That's very true. What if you had a Liliana? It'd be good. How many do you run main? Do you only run the 2? All right, so we set it out all of Lilianas.
You know, ironically, Golgari Charm also gives -1/-1 to everything.
Well, and it has the little known clause destroy enchantment. Which you think when you're playing against a deck called Enchantress,
you'd want
you'd want a little bit.
Well, sure.
But whether or not, I mean, like again, Everin not playing this deck before tonight, I believe.
Can't do that.
Oh no! So like it doesn't fizzle; it's just an illegal target, right? So then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think you can just.
Yeah. So he has to do that. I haven't played that, but yeah. So Golgari Charm, they are saying that it's.
Yeah. In fact, this is one of the matches where I think Golgari Charm's actually taxed. I only have 2 of them in the board. In this matchup, I'd want like maybe 3, 4.
Yeah.
For the -1/-1s and the destroy enchantment, etc., etc.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sterling Grove would be very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. So we got 4 mana here.
What you got going on, Mr. Bowman?
What?
Is that a warship?
I don't know. Let's see. It's not a solitary. All right, Warmac. What is that?
Is that a warship?
I don't know.
Look up warship.
Look up warship.
Warship.
I don't.
Use the internet, man. You got
no.
The internet. Okay.
I got this right here. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. What's happening on screen? I'm just saying.
It looks like he's tapping.
Oh, it is a worship. You're right.
Yeah.
So if you control a creature, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it to 1 instead.
Okay.
But you have to control a creature. Again, another situation where Liliana would be amazing.
Or the.
Okay.
So, I mean, actually, it's not as big a joke as you could suspect because it's possible everyone has boarded out every way to deal with this except for. How much does worship cost? 4?
I believe so. I think it's 3 and a white.
3 and a white, yeah. So he may have boarded out everything that deals with this except for the Maelstrom Pulse to hit the worship itself. Other than that, does loss of life count as damage? Because he might just be able to beat him down and drain him once with Deathrite Shaman.
No, it is. Yeah. All right. No. So loss of life is not damage.
Oh yeah, Warmac. Yeah, no, he probably said it before me. Yeah, if you just beat him down to like 2 and then drain him once he dies.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that's a thing.
So here we go. That's 211 as well. Now, so, yeah, this is still rough.
Yeah. And also, it's possible that, you know, on the other side of the table, I'm not sure if Evron is for sure whether or not Deathrite Shaman works as a drain. I don't know if either Andrew or he are aware of how that interaction works. You know, it's just one of those things we're going to have to find out.
God, it looks like there's 2 words on worship on the card there. Yeah. That's why I was questioning it.
Yeah.
So, Andrew asking for a life total, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they both do have to know how worship works for this to go down the way they think it does.
Sure.
Andrew, I imagine, is possibly hoping that Evron does not.
Yeah. So damage that if you control a creature, yeah. So it is damage. It's not life loss.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
A fun fact: Andrew, if he does not realize this, could kill himself with a fetch.
Yes. Yes, he could.
I want to see that happen.
I don't know if I want to see that happen.
Just like accidentally. Just like you learn that way.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I can't fetch with a worship out. Or well, I can't fetch if I'm down to 1 life with a worship out. So is that another Enchantress?
It's an Enchantress's presence.
Yeah, I believe so.
Up top of that.
Yeah, right there. No? Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely an Enchantress.
All right,
presence.
I just saw. I think I'm losing my mind. I saw a completely different image a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna be
think
really
I'm
messed
literally
up.
just
It's gonna
going
be really
crazy.
messed up when you find out I'm just a figment of your imagination.
All right, so
Like Tyler Durden in Fight Club.
did he? Okay, so he's getting his triggers. So drawing 2. Wow, what if you were? But then that's really impressive because then I'm doing a fantastic job, like
Casting both sides.
Well, yes, and having you like sit next to me when we turn the camera on.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe like I'm just seeing it and I'm seeing it in the camera, but chat's not seeing it at all.
Yeah, it just thinks that
And
you're
they just
talking to
think that I'm
yourself
just
and doing 2 different
crazy, and
voices.
that is why we've been getting more viewers.
Yes.
Because they're like, everybody tune in and watch this crazy man.
Crazy man. He
He's
thinks
got-
thinks he's an Asian guy.
He's got this entire array of different voices and characters that he portrays.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Greg Schaefer and
Jeez. Oh goodness. All right.
yeah. So now Enchantress is going to start drawing their whole entire deck, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rest in peace turns off Delver. It turns off some cards Delver has. In my case, it turns off Tarmogoyf, Deathrite Shaman.
Am I right at that 7 life?
I don't think you are. I don't.
He was a 10.
He was a 10?
Let me go get a life
Did
check.
he fetch and then get drained? That would be 7.
Yeah. All right. Let me go. Oh wait, no, he's still at 10 because never mind, that happened and he just fetched last turn. So
Yeah. Was there a Deathrite activation though?
I didn't see one.
Okay.
And considering that the exiled pile is just 2 lands,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna go no.
Sure.
Gonna go no. Andrew's in the driver's seat now, so they're saying.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation for Evron. He's just dealing with a lot of value.
Dr. Derp, all about the hype.
I respect that.
Everybody gotta be about the hype.
Yeah, you gotta have the hype matches.
My little brother's all about the hype when he's streaming.
Really?
Yeah. Hype! That's what he does.
Okay,
It's
that's
quite
what
catchy.
That's what he says.
It's quite catchy.
Okay,
I
I
want
respect
to. I
that.
want to steal it from him, but I can't.
You can't.
No.
Trademarked. Hype is trademarked.
So what did we?
Treasure Cruise.
Oh, he ate a land out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
To afford the treasure
Yep.
cruise.
Sure. All right. This is
What's going on?
Oh, he's got a rest in peace in hand. That's rough. That's rough.
What's going on?
I don't know. Did he start looking at stuff? We get the booze cruise. See, that's what happens when you booze cruise.
Hey,
If you drink
I wonder
a
what
little
your
bit too
brother's
much.
Stream address is. Send it to them while they're getting this rules check.
Yeah,
So,
let me get that done. Let me
go
get
see,
that.
I'm gonna see what's up over
Yeah,
here.
and get a life check while you're out there. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
We're correct. Yeah, might as well find out.
Yes, please follow him. He would. That would make his day. He's trying to start off. I'm not sure if he's streaming tonight. But I'm gonna go really quick and see if he actually is or not. Let's see if he's streaming right now. No, he's offline.
8 to 17.
8 to 17. All right, so we missed 1 Deathrite activation. All right. I am a sir. You make me feel like I'm back home in the South.
Is it because I'm your only minority friend here?
No.
Okay.
This is. I had like. Yeah. Oh, that's a him to Turok. So that'll be good. Unfortunately, if he leaves him with any. If he leaves him with an enchantment in hand, then yeah, just do like 1, 2. No, all right, there we go. That's a green Sun Zenith. That's a green Sun Zenith. Is there an enchantment in hand? If there's an enchantment in hand, or he draws one. Oh, it is the rest in peace. Done.
Ship it.
El Mayo. Which one's your least favorite deck? I'm kind of done with both of these decks right now. That's mean. I need to stop. Ow.
You're just salty that
I am salty.
that Bug Delver deck beat you yesterday.
I am salty that a Bug Delver deck beat me yesterday. Makes me sad inside.
So basically, the Hymn to Torek whiffed in a sense. I mean, hitting the Green Suns is nice, but that Rest in Peace is really the card he cared about.
Yeah.
I mean, because now the kill is off.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to draw some way to kill that.
Oh, and he just ripped the helm. Ripped the helm, and he wins. You tap for 5 mana, you play the helm, and then you activate for 1. No! Oh, wait, he's still got 2 mana floating.
Yeah.
So now he taps for 3, so he gets 5. Sure. Dude, just play the helm and win.
You gotta get the triggers. Gotta get the triggers.
Play the helm and win. Play the helm and win.
Keep it tight, man.
Play the Serra Sanctum. Ah, just play the helm. Just play the helm.
He hasn't played Legacy in 6 years. Let the man draw his cards.
I don't want him to just play the helm. Just play the helm.
Yeah, there's never.
Don't slow roll your opponent. See, like, and this is, but also, like, if he's got the Serra Sanctum, like, please, for the love of God, play the Serra Sanctum before you go to cast Helm. Well, I guess he can cast Helm. He'll still have mana because he's going to tap for 5 here, and so he'll still have the 1 for Dazed. But if he gets double Dazed, then that's going to be rough. Everin did that to me. He double Dazed me.
That's brutal.
So that's fine. Play the Serra Sanctum, man. Don't let
this happen. Elephant Grass.
All right, so Elephant Grass.
Well, Andrew is currently in the process of drawing his entire
Yeah, I know, but
deck.
this is just slow rolling at this point. I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling a tad hype. Yeah. Cards that beat you, dum. He has to play around. Yeah, I know he has to play around Force, sure, but he's also drawing like just ridiculous amounts of cards now. Like, I don't know. I mean, he's gonna have like the perfect hand going forward, but I'm sure this plays around. Like, all right, I don't know. I'd rather.
Well, now he's going to activate Serra Sanctum for literally infinite mana.
But how the fuck? How is he going to play? He doesn't have something that makes Helm uncounterable. So like, there is no playing around Force in this situation.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah, you just fucking cast it.
Just jam it.
If he's got it, he's got it.
And it should be noted that at this point.
All right.
What is that?
Solitary Confinement.
Okay.
So Solitary Confinement, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Solitary Confinement unless you discarded a card from your hand. You skip your draw step. You can't be the target of spells or abilities and prevent all damage dealt to you.
Okay.
So basically, because he's drawing so many cards a turn, he always has something to discard, and then he gets to play more cards. So, but he's also drawn over half of his deck this turn. So
he's got to discard down to hand size.
Yeah.
This is an enchantment that lets him not do that.
I just want him to play Helm and win. That's all. You got 5 mana. Still leaves you 4 mana. All right, come on. Is that a Helm? Yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. See, look.
Easy peasy.
We could have just saved 5 minutes.
Lemon squeezy.
We could have just saved 5 minutes.
Easy peasy for breezy.
God. I like it. I like it. All right. So, do you think he's gonna bring back in Liliana, or do you think he's going to leave it out?
I think he should bring in both the Lilianas and the Golgari Charms.
Yeah, I mean, after he's seen more of the deck, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, and I feel like if you're bringing in Thoughtseize against a matchup, that's probably a matchup where you also want Liliana.
Yeah,
right?
agree.
Like,
I
sure.
agree.
I don't know. Oh man, yeah. I would love Keranos, right?
Keranos?
I want to see some Keranos. How about Keranos and Enchantress?
Put Neckcast on camera, you'll see some Keranos. Okay, so he is bringing back the Lilianas and putting in the Golgari Charms, which I agree with.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just like, and Bogner's telling me to calm down, which I agree with and stuff. It just seems like showboating at that point. Like, in order to like keep going. In order, like, going that deep. I don't know.
You know,
That's just me.
If I'm Everon, I don't mind that. Now I get to see more cards in your deck, you know? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so these are the cards I have to play around, so now he knows what's up. I mean, like, that matchup is a little different if he has, like, say, a Golgari Charm.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And that's how you learn, man. That's how you learn. It's good to see more. I don't mind. I'd prefer to see more of the guy's deck or not. And I'm not going to scoop. I want him to sit there and manually kill me. Because he doesn't sit there and
so I see a Golgari Charm that time.
It's 2 Golgari Charms, 2 Lilianas.
Is he bringing those in? All right, good.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I don't know if you leave the dazes in. I mean, normally I take them out, but because Andrew's tending to play into them, I don't hate keeping them in there.
Yeah.
Of course, if Andrew's going to play around them now in Game 3, then you kind of get the edge of just like taking them out and making them play around them regardless.
Everyone's also on the play here, which is yet another reason to keep days in.
Yeah.
So, all right, and so I was kind of joking about Karanos and Enchantress. However, I would love to see it. Yeah, that's what Heliod seems like. Heliod seems is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I'm a fan.
Yeah, all right, I can get behind that.
Sure.
Wait, is this my other one? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's on the floor.
All right, good.
You don't want my germs.
I get excited. So, all right, I did not think this match was actually going to go the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, well, after the first game, I didn't think it was going to, but the second game...
The second game was a little bit, much more cohesive on both ends.
Yeah.
So, that was good. Oh, yeah, Daze also does help against choke, so, yeah, no real reason to take that out.
Okay.
So, very good, and one more 1v1. Daze is definitely a card you want. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with everything they're saying.
Okay.
Like, especially being on the play.
I'm wrong. I don't know much about the Enchantress matchup, so I'll definitely keep that in mind if I ever play against it.
Yeah. Ned, we just, it's you and Jen. We just tutor you guys in the ways of Legacy. I say this as
I'm thankful
like,
for it, and I am thankful for it.
Thankfully, you'll never run into Enchantress, so you don't have to worry about that. Dredge, on the other hand, you will run into Dredge. So
I should put more cages in my sideboard.
Yeah, I agree with. I can get behind that, Warmac. Enchantress plays expensive cards. What expensive card? So Sarah Sanctum's like $30, right? At the no 12 posts in the house, unfortunately. What the? Yeah, I don't. All right. Oh, well. Remember those Lilianas and those. Actually, Liliana doesn't target, so Liliana's still good. Right?
The Edict effect does.
Oh, the Edict effect. No, but that's. Oh yeah, target player sacrifices. All right. So that's off. The Thought Seizes are off.
Yeah, so are the hymns.
All right. Yeah. So okay.
There's always go garbage on for that.
Oh, okay. All right. But yes, Moat. All right. I didn't realize. All right. Yeah, Moat's expensive, but they only run like a 1-of Moat, correct?
Yeah, it's still like $100 or something like that, probably.
No, Moat is a couple hundred. Moat's expensive.
Yeah.
See, we can see a daze here. Well, he has the. See, I almost like dazing this because I don't know. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But like because he's relied so much on his ramp and he hasn't been keeping mana heavy hands. I guess you'd get really punished for it if he does have a mana heavy hand. But I don't know. I mean, because if Everton's not going to use this for anything, I guess he's going to end a turn brainstorm. It looks like, but he could brainstorm in response and then daze it, like brainstorm in response and then daze the thing. I don't know.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, do it. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't love EOT brainstorms unless there's
an absolute reason. Yeah.
I mean, I would just say draw. Like, if you wait till your main phase, you get to see an extra card. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a Deathrite Shaman. Oh, that's because all right. Looks like Everin just didn't keep any lands.
He's brainstorm lots.
Oh, this is bad.
Yep.
All right. So does Andrew not have any lands either? Oh boy. No. All right. So he's playing something. Oh boy. Are we just?
The world.
I really wanted to see like just a draw go constantly.
It took
him
that long to play a Nykthos?
All right.
Okay, sure.
Sometimes you got a Nykthos.
Sure, buddy. Sounds good.
And so he could go make 2 white here. That could be good, maybe.
Yeah, if he has something he wants to cast for 2 white.
Well, if he's got a Leyline, or excuse me, a Rest in Peace.
Sure.
If he's got Rest in Peace, then it actually kind of makes sense to cast for 2 white.
Yeah, definitely.
But no. Okay, so he's still got 1 floating, I guess?
Yeah, he has one green floating.
But, yeah. I don't know. This is good. Alright, so I guess now he's playing around the days.
Yeah, guess so.
So, which makes
I think it's
Everin look
just
a little silly.
I think it's just Goyf here for Evron.
No? He just passes it back.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would have 100% slammed the Goyf there. I mean, it's not going to be big.
It's only a 1-2, but still.
But I mean, that's still like. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I would have at least gotten it into play because just getting any damage across that you can. I mean, you're not doing anything else this turn. It still leaves days up. He's trying to brainstorm again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Just rough.
If he's going to brainstorm, he should at least, I don't know, because he wants to use all his mana next turn, so I imagine this is the kind of case where if you're feeling desperate, you can snap off the brainstorm at the end of his turn. However, I don't think I would have played that brainstorm yet, regardless.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I agree. So Chad is talking about the merits of Nykthos, saying that it's worse than just an Sarah Sanctum. But I mean, like, if he's running a bunch of different Sarah Sanctums, then I think it might not actually be that bad, right? Like, because if he's already got 4, then this is basically just a 5th one. So I don't know. Oh, you don't run 4? All right. All right. So maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So 3 Sanctums, and that's quite enough. Fair. All right. All right, so there's chat about running crop rotation if you want an extra Sarah Sanctum and whatnot. I don't know, Nykthos seems cool, but again, I don't play Enchantress, and clearly I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about at all.
Well, Goyf looks less good now.
Sure. Well, there's the days. Are you just hard casting it?
Interesting.
Golgari Charm. Yeah, I mean, he still gets to draw his card. Sure. All right.
That's interesting.
All right. No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, at least you stop from going too hog wild with it.
Yeah. Wolf, the deck's got a bunch of different ways that it can win.
Did he put 2 cards back?
I don't know. I looked away.
I'll go check.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, so it looks like Everin did not put 2 cards back from the brainstorm. The old burden genie. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Alright, so I guess they're gonna get, they're gonna figure out what Chuck wants to say. Alright, so they're gonna rewind, I guess? I don't even know. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Whether Everin did this on purpose or not, I definitely don't think he did. But, yeah, unfortunate. We're gonna see what happens here. Yeah, but it does look like Chuck's involved.
What's your record, bud?
So.
Nice, man. You're crushing with that deck.
I know, man. I've been on a roll.
Alright. And so it just heard out in the hallway, though. Dredge lost, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Same with the last Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, Ned, close that door, my man.
Yeah, it's a great deck.
Alright. So... Okay. Rewind is not hard at all, TBH. The deck is still in a random state. Okay.
Yeah, so that brainstorm was not resolved properly. It was almost a Alex Bertoncini storm.
Oh, okay.
Draw 3 cards, you may put 2 back on top of the library.
You draw 4, and you may put 2 back. yeah, that's the Bertoncini brainstorm.
The old him to Torak into the ley line.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, well that's rough.
Gorf's looking pretty good here, though, I don't know.
Yep, so him does not work.
Yeah, him's not doing anything. I'm curious, though, like, so he casts it and it fails? Like, do you just have to him yourself? Like, what's going on here?
I guess not. I mean, I don't know. Chuck is apparently just hovering over their match now.
Yeah,
so...
I think everyone's fairly new to Legacy. He doesn't
yes, he is.
know a ton about the cards sometimes.
Yes. I had to talk to him a couple times while we were playing in the GPT.
I see.
Yeah.
Just about general tightness of play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that would be that. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it's a hard format to learn. Definitely, you know, harder than standard.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna tap for 2 mana, 3 mana. Excuse me. What are we gonna see? Okay, that was better. So he's seen Enchantress come down.
No, so...
Yeah, no, yeah, alright, so, alright, there's not, No, I'm not throwing peeps under the bus. I mean, it's just like I said, yeah, you know, he's new to Legacy, so I let him do his stuff, and I just corrected him when he was wrong. I mean, that's just a fact, and something that people did for me when I first started playing Legacy.
Yeah, in my case as well. Like, it's definitely a hard format to learn. There's just so many intricacies.
Like, you need people to point out that,
yeah.
And that's, I mean, that's fair. He's a new player. That's something that you need to do. I mean, and like, in tonight, he's on a deck that he's never played before, so.
Yeah, he's borrowing from me. I mean, the first time I was playing Legacy, I was playing here, and I activated Stoneforge Mystic, and Luis, I was playing against Luis. He was on Miracles.
Yep.
It was my first game of Legacy in a tournament, and he clicked the Batterskull out of my hand, and I was like, this is the greatest format, like, that's ever existed, right? Like, this is so cool that he could do that, right?
Yeah.
And, like, it was an interaction I'd never thought of before, and when he did it, it made so much sense when it happened. And I was just like, I can't believe I never thought of that. It's so smart, you know?
Why did you have a Batterskull in your hand?
I was playing a blue-white-red Delver.
Oh, okay.
So I fetched up with
I was like, you're only on Bug. I don't understand.
Yeah. I actually went through blue-white-red Delver, Esper Deathblade, and then Bug.
5,000. Wait, Enchantress, Mark. I don't even know. I lost what's happening in chat now. Put it back with Brainstorm probably. Everin better not win. Okay.
Bogner sprang from the womb, understanding. Okay, he can't. Does Enchantress? I don't think Enchantress's presence is a legal target.
Yeah, I think they all have Shroud, right?
No, Enchantress's presence is 4 mana. No, it's 3.
Oh, okay, it's 3. Okay,
you're good. You're good.
I guess not. All right, Ned, just play Elf Beats. I agree with that. All right, so
just play the elves. I have the Cradle. Should I make it happen?
All right. Well, there's Solitary Confine.
Or should I just not play Elf combo? I should just play Elf Beats. That's what I'm hearing. I should play like Elf Lords and pump my elves, make them really big, and then attack with them.
I don't know. Bob Aggro was considering playing an Elves deck.
That's
excuse me, no, a Squirrels deck.
Oh my god.
I really wanted him to do it.
I used to have a pretty sweet deck in Extended that used to ramp into Deranged Hermits.
Yep, I'm gonna go get because I've not been paying enough attention to life totals. I'm gonna go get an accurate count.
Yeah,
really
get a
quick.
life check with
So
you.
I'll be right back. Just make sure you're paying attention. There's a.
Yo, is stream still down, boys? It looks like it came back up.
Whoa! What the hell? Did you click something?
No, I didn't click anything. I was saying the stream went down for a second, like as soon as you walked away.
Alright. So that was bad. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and update that. Well, damn it, now I got to figure out how to fucking splice video together. This fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know, right? Because of the slight split, yeah. Pretty bad. Sorry about that.
I'm going to blame you. I'm going to say you did something.
Really? Really?
It's
like that, huh?
Yeah.
It's like that?
It's like that. I don't know.
It's unkind.
Oh, jeez. Jeez. Alright.
So Maelstrom Pulse would be some good, right?
Okay, so, alright. See, look at that. And now I'm not even paying attention to what life totals I'm doing here. So, alright, there we go. We missed one fetch on it. Everin. There's a lot of Elven Grasses going around, though.
That's what I was saying, man.
Is that what it's like to have a stroke? It might be.
That's what I was saying, man. Maelstrom Pulse, dude. He needs that Maelstrom Pulse.
I mean, Maelstrom Pulse would be pretty good here.
I'd be a fan of it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, there's an Eidolon of Blossoms. Bam.
Interesting.
And there's the Serra Sanctum going away.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Nykthos is already generating
yeah, it's tough there.
devotion
I don't know.
mana, so...
I haven't done the math yet. I'm not sure which one generates more mana, I guess. Sarah Sanctum generates...
No, Sarah Sanctum was generating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana.
Nykthos generates...
It's 4 right now.
So,
Yeah.
okay, fair
But
enough.
we have to pay 3 into Nykthos, and Nykthos is really only generating 1 extra.
Okay, so we got 4/5 Goyf. No
Yep.
Delver flip. Can't attack through the Elephant Grass without paying the...
Yeah, he had to
He
pay
has to pay
4.
mana, right?
Yeah.
1 for each.
Yeah,
That's
so...
not happening.
Yeah, that's rough. Alright. Well, you know.
At least he can still get those Deathrite Shaman drains.
Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, see, look at that. I still won in the mud fight. It's 3-2. 3 to 2 in the votes.
Fortunately for me, when we do engage in our Swedish mud wrestling competition, it won't matter.
Yeah.
There's no democracy.
Ooh,
Democracy
I don't...
will not protect you.
Ooh. I don't like him losing that...
You don't agree with him sacrificing the Elephant Grass?
I mean, it's a lot of mana that he has to like end up paying.
It depends on what he's
But
doing right now.
I think
right?
he just wants to stall out it. Well, it's true.
If he
yeah,
has,
I mean, like if he
needs
starts
the
going
mana to
crazy,
start going nuts right now, it's fine.
Yeah, all right, I agree with that because I mean, like, there's just going to be a lot of stuff about to happen.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a good turn for Mr. Bowman.
Oh, all right, well, there's another Enchantress,
The Enchantress has joined the party.
and
Enchantress has arrived. Let the cantripping begin.
no, but it's not. No, that's a creature.
It's a creature. It's not an enchantment.
All right, there we go. So yeah, no triggers.
Andrew's like, yeah, I wish, buddy.
Everin being a good guy though, pointing out what he thought was a trigger.
Yeah.
That's always nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. Yeah. Let's. All right. Then Forest. Let's see what's going on. Warmac, you can't go to sleep now. It's so shame. All right, man. We'll see you. Get some good sleep. And hopefully we get you back up here soon. All right. So back to the match.
Oh.
Actually going right back out.
Okay. Well, they can't hear us, so we have to be careful of that. Alright, so land from Everin. Looks like... Alright, so we're in turns right now. I'm not quite sure... Oh, that would be the die that's there. Oh, so maybe I had a stroke. Maybe this really is just all in my head. Just everything.
It's because I'm everything. I'm everything you want to be, man.
Yeah. So how do you play this game?
Young, Asian.
Wait. I'm young and Asian in my head?
I'm like Tyler Durden, dude.
Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm young and Asian, apparently. Wait, I'm probably... How old are you?
27.
Alright, yeah, I'm younger than you, so, so I'm old Asian.
Old Asian.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I would definitely, yeah, T-Bone, downloading Duel of the Planeswalkers probably your best bet if you're trying to get into the game. That's by far one of the easiest ways to get into it. What you're seeing on camera right now is a terrible, terrible example of trying to, like, if you have no idea what's going on, this would be really bad to try to learn the game by watching this match. You've got one deck that, like, one deck plays pretty fair Magic. The other one does things that doesn't normally happen in a Magic match.
Yeah, Enchantress is definitely playing off of a interaction in that is not seen terribly often in Magic. And like a lot of the Enchantress cards are printed like a fair number of cycles apart. I feel like, with the exception of like Argothian Enchantress and Enchantress's Presence, I think those are printed relatively close together.
Yeah.
But like Eidolon of Blossoms wasn't printed until now. And it's basically an amalgamation of all these really good enchantments that serve to prison your opponent out of the game. And it's especially effective against a deck like Bug Delver that is just trying to attack you, wasteland your lands, hit you out of the game.
And that's very true. Iron Maiden saying just spend $10,000 in lands and then have fun, and that's pretty much what you do.
That is Legacy.
That is Legacy. So I don't know how Andrew wins right. Well, if he can generate enough mana to cast Emrakul, then he can take the 5th turn. Swing and then figure out how to deal 2 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even think that that's yeah. That's yeah, that's all I could think of. That the only way to actually get out of this would be Emrakul into alright, so I think they're just deciding who's gonna, like, if they're gonna draw or one is gonna scoop the other one.
I don't know if it really matters.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there another way? Like, if he went, if he went Sigil of the Empty Throne into Emrakul, or just Sigil into the Empty Throne and like chained off like that. Well, yeah, no, he'd have to end with an Emrakul to take an extra turn, which would be the 5th turn, and then swing for the win. That's the only way that he could win. And something tells me that that's not happening right now.
Probably not.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So Warmack's gone, but Cook. How about Course of you can't use the dice removal. Dice removal. It's not a good. Can't use that argument. Oh, jeez. And there's a Spear of Safety. So. Yeah. Everyone's not going to be able to do anything here.
Yeah, but to be fair, neither is Andrew.
Yeah. Well, sure. Yeah, there's a Hymn to Turok and an Abrupt Decay in Everin's hand, which is the Abrupt Decay is not doing much at all. And then Andrew just has 3 lands. So, oh, that's true. Yeah, Helm, rest in peace. He could win that way. That's how we won the other game. So that makes a little bit of sense. So, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to figure out. So our top table is going to be Murica Delver versus.
Although everyone could always decay the rest of the piece in response to the helm activation.
Oh, sure. But he was tapped out.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But guys, alright, so Murica Delver versus either Blue-Red Delver or Miracles. Do you guys want to see that match? Or what match would you guys like to see? Let me know. Let me know, and we'll get that
popping.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get one of the top seeded
I know
match.
Kyle Howman is 3-0 with American Delver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be American Delver versus something else. I'm gonna go find out what that want to buy Dredge. All right, if we get some more Dredge votes, I'll put Dredge on.
Yeah, and it might be that Kevin's at the top tables anyway. So
yeah. Kevin's Jeskai Delver versus Blue-Red Delver. There's a Miracle type. All right, let me go find out what the top table actually is. 1 sec.
Yeah, definitely.
Chuck, did you win or did Nick win? Okay.
Who won?
All right, so top tables is Miracles versus Murica Delver. Anything but Delver. Just feature the top match. Then we got another Miracles. We got Delver. All right, Dan. Looks like you're the only one. Looks like you're the only one that is rooting for Dredge. So I gotta go majority rules here. Sorry for that. So I'll get Murica Delver versus Miracles up there, and we'll be back. Oh yeah, that's right. Bear sweater. Bear sweater. Done.
Oh man, is Bogner calling me is Bogner calling me a scumbag?
No, he's calling me a scumbag because he was already on camera once, and I was trying to get a different match on camera.
Right.
He was very sad about that.
Yeah, you put me on camera. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Yes, thank you, exactly. Which is why I would defeat him at Swedish Mud Wrestling. Because I'm, like, a much better mud wrestler than him. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I think I was just trying to overhear what the matchup's going to be. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Miracles on camera or not. If we can't get Miracles up there, what else were you guys interested in? I saw some Dredge hype. What are you guys feeling? Let me know what you guys think about that. Are we able to get Miracles up there?
Yeah, we got. Excuse me. I was told that it's Miracles.
Miracles versus Murica Delver?
Miracles versus Murica.
So Bogner says I'm fine, but you're super scummy though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can I get that? I might be able to scrounge up. All right, sweet. Let me.
Bogner would defeat both of us at Swedish Mud Wrestling.
Bogner would. All right, maybe. Yeah, Cook. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this screen reset, and then I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah, what is solidarity?
What, solidarity? For what? Enchantress or?
Someone asked me about somebody in the chat asked something about solidarity. Is that like a magic card? I don't know what that is.
Yeah. All right, let's get this going. Ready, set, go. All right, I gotta reset all this shit. All right, match record 0E0.
Could you? It's not Christy. Can I be here?
No, we can talk after the round though. Yep.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I was gonna ask like what misplays did you guys see from me?
Yeah,
I mean I can talk. I'll talk.
Yeah,
to you.
we'll,
are you gonna play the 4th round?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you about it later.
All right, cool. Thanks so much.
If there were any, yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Okay, well we've got to run back with Mr. Nick Hess in the house. Nick Hess is.
Thanks for having me on camera, guys.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Thanks, man. Thanks for showcasing some enchantment. We had a lot of people on stream that were very excited about it.
Yeah.
It's
A lot of Enchantress hype. Welcome back to Legacy, by the way.
yeah. Thank you.
Most certainly, man.
It's been a long time. I think I was underestimating it last week when I was saying, oh, I haven't played in like 4 or 5 years, but it's been like 2006 the last time I played. So,
Oh,
like,
really? Wow.
Enchantress was a bit more of a contender back then when I had to deal with.
Well, welcome back, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope to see you again.
Hopefully, I might be bringing something different next week. Something a little
cool.
bit more spicy.
Alright.
Maybe
Alright.
more spicy than Enchantress. I don't know.
Fair
Even
enough.
more spicy than Enchantress? I'm excited. Let's do it.
But at some point, I don't know if like I'd love to help out the stream in any way I can. Like I would. I don't know
Yeah,
if you need
we'll talk after this match, so that way, yeah, we can get this. But yeah, no, certainly, man, I'll definitely will.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, man,
Alrighty.
so today we have Kyle Houtman on American Delver has just been on fire with this deck recently. I mean, he split top 4 at the GPT on Sunday, crushing it 3-0 tonight. He's just been rolling with this deck, man, so crushing
that's what they're talking about. Solidarity. This is High Tide.
it. Okay.
It's that weird version of High Tide.
Okay.
That's how I know about it. All right.
Hippodactyl demands even more spice. Even more spice than Enchantress. which
Pat
I respect.
Runkin, no, I don't. Neither. Not a fan of the Solidarity. All right. So okay, if you don't have it, we're gonna go down there. Okay. Here we go. All right, Cook, I'm sending you a message now. All right, you talk about this.
So, in any case, it looks like we're going to go drawing up the opening hands. I think I missed who was going first. Do you know who's on the play?
No idea.
Okay. Okay, it looks like Kyle is shuffling up. Nick is happy with his hand, which probably means he has a divining top. The Nick has been on blue, white, red miracles for a while now. He's dedicated to this deck for New Jersey. The last Monday I was here, which would be last week, he was playing the same deck, and I believe we saw him at the top table against Greg Schaefer on Death and Taxes in the finals. So he's very familiar with this deck, talented miracles pilot. And like I said before, Kyle's been on blue, white, red Delver for a second now, and he has just been crushing with this deck recently. So it's definitely going to be a compelling matchup. I'm not sure how the chat feels about it, but I think Miracles would be favored in this one before the advent of Treasure Cruise. Now it's a little bit less clear to me. I could be wrong, though. Typically, you'd think that the Stoneforge Mystic deck with kind of a anemic clock and 4 Swords to Plowshares in their main deck would be not the favorite against a deck like Miracles. But, you know, like I said, the advantages of Treasure Cruise are not to be underestimated in this matchup. So, not a very thrilling hand for Kyle, but it has lands and a Stoneforge Mystic. Unfortunately, that Jite and that and that Swords to Plowshares are not great. The Spell Pierce could be good.
Yeah, alright. Okay. What are we talking about?
So, Kyle mulled down to 6. His hand has lands and spells, which is hard to pass up. He has
Okay.
Stoneforge Mystic, drew a Spell Pierce because he's on the draw, but he also had a Swords to Plowshares and a Umezawa's Jite in his hand. Which, in this matchup, Jite is a bit of a clock, but in this matchup, both those cards are, in some ways, kind of dead cards. I mean, Jite as a clock is no joke, obviously, But Swords and Plowshares just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. And thank you, Cook. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so they split, so they're doing their own thing.
Okay, so they split. They're just playing this one out for
Yep.
fun. Okay. Yeah, so Bogner...
They heard the people demanded it.
Yeah, Bogner is correct. Nick is playing Rest in Peace Miracles, featuring main deck Rest in Peace, main deck Helm of Obedience, and main deck Energy Field to play off those synergies. So
Yep.
it actually makes cruising pretty rough here, which may actually tilt him into the favored position in this matchup. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yep, and Cook and anybody else that's going to be in GP New Jersey, make sure you keep an eye out for me and maybe a few other people wearing WUBRG shirts. And if you see us, come by and say hello. I'll give you a hug.
They're all nice guys. I promise he won't hug you if you don't want him to.
Yeah, that's false. That's
just not true.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hug you probably either way.
Okay.
So keep that in mind when you come up.
Okay. Well,
but now if they come up and they want to hug and I'm just like, and I just like bombed that day, then like I'm gonna feel really bad. Then like, and I don't get to give them a hug.
Hey, you promised the people a hug, Mark.
I know.
This is bigger than how you feel now.
I'll have to own up to that.
Yeah, this is bigger than how you feel. You smile and you hug your viewers. Thank you.
But that spell pierce is pretty rough here.
That is rough. I mean,
yeah.
Nick going for the straight raw counter
but yeah, and then following it up with
Stoneforge Mystic, fetching up Batterskull.
Talk about what the fuck is going on in the game, please. Scatterer, we just catch up a little bit, slip back. Yeah, so Batterskull got it.
Yeah, I mean, he already has that GTA in his hand. I mean, okay, so Nick with the Swords and Plowshares take the Mystic out of the game. That makes sense. Yeah, Spell Pierce is rough. I'm surprised Nick doesn't have countertop. Typically, he'll mulligan to it. Let's see what he's going to go for. Possibly the Rest in Peace. Now is the right time to jam it? Sure.
Yep, as long as he doesn't... Well, and he can still play around Spell Pierce. So.
Yeah, he can play around Spell Pierce. And actually, like, in the way that Nick's deck is set up, like...
Was that a... Alright, so... Did he Swords of Plowshare? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he swords away the Stoneforge Mystic on Hauptmann's turn last time.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the way Nick's deck is set up, there's really not any cost to him just running out the Rest in Peace. I mean, he knows Hauptmann's not going to have any main deck way to interact with it, really. Like, the wear and tears only come out of the board, like, after. So, in this case, he can just run it out there.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that works.
And now he's on the hunt for a second. Okay.
Oh, well, that's just an entreat. So,
okay, so
he's going to reveal it for the Miracle Trigger.
Put the Miracle Trigger on the stack. Now, the question is, how many is he going to pay here? I mean, he can't even pay... He can't play around Spell Pierce. So do you just...
No, I mean, he can play around Daze.
He can play around Daze, so do you just go for the 1/4/4?
Yeah, I think...
Tap out and say, make him happen.
1/4/4 is fine.
1/4/4?
And yeah, in this situation, I mean, that's still going to be... Jeez.
Sure.
That's still going to be a pretty big... Like,
okay,
it's going to be a good
he's
clock.
Just going... He's just
oh,
going
he's just going...
YOLO.
Alright, fuck it.
Just slamming it.
I don't know if I would have done that.
Okay.
Those are two flying 4/4 chances.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah. Alright, so then we're going to see...
So I think I saw
Double
some Plowshares in Kyle's hand, so he's going to have to go for that one.
Yeah, that's fine. It's going to put him up to, what, 24 if that happens.
Yeah.
Or if does Kyle have a Jason hand?
I'm not sure if Kyle plays Jason the main deck. It would surprise me if he did.
Yeah.
Most of the more traditional American Delver.
Oh, he's playing fucking Delver. I'm thinking, I'm getting my who's on who.
Right. Okay, so we have one Swords of Plowshares fired off.
So,
all
right, so two. All right, so
okay.
Nick's going to go up to 26 on both of the Angel tokens. So, Scatterer, Nick drew a card called Entreat the Angels. Entreat the Angels has a Miracle trigger, and if it's the first card that you've drawn the turn, you can cast it for its Miracle's cost, which let Nick cast it for 2 and X, and for each spell that you pay, each instance of X that you pay, so he paid X equals 2, you get a 4/4 flying Angel token. And the tokens that he was using were the Chansey Pokemon cards, and they represented 4/4 flying Angel tokens.
So it looks like Kyle has slammed down slammed down True Nemesis. However, fortunately for Nick, he has
just Hardcast Terminus.
Hardcast Terminus.
Hashtag had it.
Also, in Nick's hand there was a Council's Judgment that could also have removed
that could have answered as well. So Hippodactyl has apparently been watching some One Piece because he's the hard-boiled dog. And Cook, I'm gonna try to bring. I'll try to bring some extra shirts. Why the hell not? And then I believe, was it Iron Maiden? Yeah, Iron Maiden. We'll talk about the as they're shuffling and whatnot. I'll try to talk about some of the legacy cards from the new Commander sets. I really think Dualcaster Mage is really going to be the only one that's going to make any sort of splash. But we do see it.
Containment Priest is kind of spicy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about fucking Containment Priest. Yeah, no, that one would probably be good. But Nick plays top, passes the turn. Kyle ships the turn back, and Nick. Oh wait, nope, I lied. Oh, okay, so Nick was just topping at Kyle's upkeep. So that's a hard-casted Batterskull.
Yeah, but Bogner is correct. He's going to have the Council's Judgment available for that, which is why he used the Terminus on True Nemesis. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, alright, he's going to go fetching up. So this is the point where it looks like it's going to be really hard for American Delver. I mean, Nick is... He has top to aid him in card selection at this point.
Yeah.
And he has an answer for that Batterskull. So at this point, I mean, it's really on American Delver to generate a clock in this match and try and get rid of Nick before he gets to the stage where he has all the basic lands he needs and just starts casting stuff and topping all day. So, I mean, at this point, it's going to be pretty difficult for Kyle to put together a clock that's going to stick around since Nick has access to top and also access to Terminus.
Yeah.
3 more Terminuses in his deck.
Oh, so he's just going to click here.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah. So, do we see him fire off?
I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Does he fire off the Force? It looks like he's thinking about it.
Well, I mean, the Force, the Treasure Cruise is not doing.
Yeah,
anything.
Treasure Cruise is garbage.
Sorcery.
Yep.
I mean, the only good thing about it right there is that it still pitches to Force of Will. Yeah. Unfortunately, what he doesn't know is that there's a Council's Judgment coming.
Yeah, Nick baited that pretty well.
Oh no!
Oh gosh!
Just the feel bad situation.
I thought he had extra mana. Where was the what did he spend the 1 mana on? Oh, to top. Oh gosh.
So now
that's bad.
So this game actually has taken a turn for the worse for Mr. Nick House.
All
so
right.
he's going to go down to 20, put 2 counters on that GT. Now he's still in a situation where Terminus can help him out. However, he's also in kind of an awkward situation where this Batterskull is just representing a very fast and recurring clock.
Well, there's the Terminus.
Yeah.
That he just drew it. So
he just drew it. Well, he just drew it top, right? Because he flipped top to the top of his deck.
Oh yeah, so he's got. Never mind. He had Terminus in hand. So I'm not entirely sure why he's doing that. Then.
Yeah. So the other thing that's cool about Nick's list is that because he's running kills like Rest in Peace Helm and locks like Rest in Peace Energy Field.
Oh, did you just find Helm?
I don't know.
Oh no, Jace.
So
Jace, you know that works too. Let me just bounce that token.
Let me
real
just
fast.
play the best Planeswalker in the game and bounce that token for you. Thanks.
It's a move on Chansey. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Now basically the
Kyle knows what Jace does.
Yeah. Basically the yeah. Put the card down, Tomohara Saito. So anyway, so hashtag MTG humor.
Oh yeah. What was that? What did you? What was that? SCG, like you're the MTG humor that you.
Oh, I said. I said the train was stopping more times than the first time Miracles pilot.
Oh, there we go. I like that. All right, so we're actually just going to see Nick brainstorm here
with Jace
to put the Terminus on to put the Terminus back in his deck, and then he's leaving Swords to Plowshare in his hand in order to answer the token. So do we? I wonder if we see him just use the counters to pump it, just so that Kyle gains more life here.
Maybe. I'm not sure what kind of equity he's going to get on having the extra counters. I mean, sure, you can use them in the future to snipe off Vendilion clicks and whatnot, but I just don't see it as being super, super valuable.
Well, I guess like actually just gaining the 2 life each time is fine too.
Yeah. I mean,
because it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much Nick's deck cares about your life total, though. I mean, it's probably going to win either through, at this point, having used his Entreat the Angels, and I don't know how many Entreats he plays. But if he plays 1 Entreat the Angels and his other kills... I think
he has 2.
Okay, and his other kills are Jace and Helm.
Yeah.
I don't know if he cares about what your life total is.
No, that's very true.
I mean, yeah, so, as I was saying, even though he's facing down a pretty fast clock with Batterskull, like, he plays a deck that can just get you dead. Like, that's definitely a possibility. And here's a Batterskull.
Alright. Yeah. because he just returned it, and there goes the bottom. And let's see if Nick's got
a follow-up play.
Yeah, if Nick's got like a council's judgment here, that's a blowout. All right, so we're gonna see a
0 on Jace.
Yeah, there's the brainstorm. There's 2 cards back. There's a mountain. There's a top.
Activation
top.
of Divining Top.
Oh, I think that was a helm, but he doesn't have another land.
No.
So as long as Kyle doesn't do it, does Kyle have a counterspell or anything? No, but he does have wear and tear. So as long as he doesn't,
main deck wear and tear. Interesting. I like that.
I think that's what that was, right? So Delver, and I don't, maybe not. Maybe I missed. Maybe I
would be
didn't see
very
correctly.
surprised to see main deck wear and tear, but I mean I could be entirely wrong. It's a spicy little number if he's running it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what that does. And if actually no, that doesn't make sense because if it was, I'm sure he would have fired it off on the Rest in Peace, but I'll like already.
I don't know if he would. I don't think Rest in Peace doesn't hurt his deck that badly. He doesn't have any Treasure Cruises he's trying to cast right now.
No, but right now, but he still wants to. He would still want to have a yard for Treasure Cruise.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's I definitely believe that's the Helm of Obedience for the old Rest in Peace Helm kill.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Does chat need to be refreshed?
I think our
The chat
chat's
may have died
broken.
off.
Yeah, I think our chat's broken because I can't imagine they haven't said anything in a long time.
Yeah, and this is a pretty interesting matchup. So, okay, and that's a wrap.
Yeah, right. So there was the helm.
So there's no way that was not a wear and tear in his hand then. So he just executes.
Oh
the
God,
helm kill.
what is going on with the internet? This is terrible.
Oh, are we fairly low on?
Well, we just dropped some frames, and this is bad. I don't even know. Chat. Last thing I saw, or last thing we saw, was somebody was talking about going deep on Chansey's flying. So if you guys asked a question in that time,
yeah, sorry we missed it. Our chat must have died off.
So ask it again because we had to refresh chat. So
yeah, the that's one of the advantages of that deck, man. Just gets you dead really quick if you have it. So in this matchup, I imagine Kyle is certainly bringing in his meddling mages. And certainly bringing in his wear, tears, and piping needles.
Dan makes it rain. Going to sleep. Going to sleep for the miracle. Hey, this is the match that was requested, guys. All right.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's actually some miracles hype in the chat, which are like 2 words I never thought I'd see used together.
Oh, so it's sort of, okay, Swords of Plowshare
in
hand, not wear and tear.
Yeah,
all right,
so
which
I guess
doesn't do a lot against him.
No, Sword Splashers cannot, in fact, plow. Cannot send the helm farming. Can't send the helm to the big farm in the sky.
Why not? I mean, it's like Swords of Plowshare send some questionable things to the farm. Like,
no, but I mean, I've had many a Tarmogoyf decide that they no longer want to fight for me. They want to go into a career in agriculture. They've had enough.
Well, I'm thinking like metal workers, like Phyrexian Revokers.
It's a very diverse farm.
Like
the farm will not discriminate based on your creature type, or mana cost.
So Dan, unfortunately, this is going to be our last round, and I don't think anybody was playing Storm tonight. Phil wasn't here.
Yeah, Phil wasn't here.
So
Phil is one of our resident Storm players.
Yeah.
Phil and Jason. Jason's also a Storm player.
Yeah,
from time to time.
Phil almost always on Ant.
Yeah,
very competent Storm player.
Jason is on Tess mode if he's playing Storm usually.
Kyle plays Storm sometimes, but definitely go back to some of our YouTube matches, and you can see Phil and all of his anti-glory playing on there.
He played last Thursday against me on stream.
Yep. So Jeffrey, last Monday we saw Nick side out Helm, and it came back to bite him.
Yeah,
so
I wonder if that's what he's referencing right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do that. I don't know if he'll do that again. Yeah, I don't even know. So the question, going back to exciting cards from the Commander sets that we think might make a splash in Legacy. I think Dualcaster Mage, the red 1 for 2/2 that get to copy a spell, choose new targets. I do think it's Contaminant Priest. Containment Priest. I think that's going to be good.
Oh, Dan Makes Rain has a question regarding the Legacy.
Yeah,
cards.
Dan, we We stream every Monday and every Thursday in Chicago. So Mondays we stream from Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo at 7 o'clock Central Time. Thursdays we stream from MTG Card Market at 7:30 Central Time. So if you didn't get your Legacy fix tonight, we'll be back again on Thursday for another 4 rounds, more than likely.
We also post all this content to YouTube.
Yep. So on YouTube you can find all of our past matches. And I'll grab the link really quick to our YouTube channel, and I'll post that in chat for you, because we've got a lot of good stuff. The question as to whether or not, oh man, I want Scrap Mastery to be good, but it's bad. It's just
what's it do? I don't know.
Scrap Mastery is living end, but for artifacts. So you sack all artifacts that are on the board, and then you put, or you exile all artifacts from your graveyard, sacrifice all artifacts from the board, and then you put all the artifacts that you exiled into play.
Yeah, I think one of the strengths of Living End was that it also functioned as like a wrath effect, which is pretty sweet. I mean, like, I'm not sure if you're going to get as many people with that as you'd like to. Although you could probably do a nice gotcha on against like a Tezzeret deck or something like that, like if you're playing against like Tez Control.
Yeah.
You're like, gotcha.
Yeah,
I'd sell all your things.
I don't know.
All my things.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many better things you can be doing than Scrap Mastery. Crimson Viper, thank you very much. Dan,
thank you, sir.
You too. Appreciate the follows very much.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the show. We've got so Kyle's gonna be on the play. I think he's going down to 6 again.
And Frank G, there was a sneak-in show. However, yeah, God, I keep saying Living End. Yeah, Living Death for artifacts. Yeah. And then there was a sneak and show. We just didn't get him on camera at all tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, next time. He's actually got some really nice altars in that deck. Nathan does, so we should put him on next time if he's cool with it.
Number Giant Hand of for dual lands. Oh, okay. 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 What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying Nathan has some really nice altars in his sneak and show deck.
Does he?
Yeah. So if you get him.
Is it actually his deck?
Sick. Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
All right. I just never seen him play Sneak and Joe, and I know he borrows decks a lot, so that's what I was wondering. But that's fair.
The old one-lander with some cantrips. I think you got to keep that one.
Yep. Woo! Best stream by far on Twitch. I have a hard time believing that, but
yeah, there are a lot of young ladies out there wearing some pretty form-fitting clothing.
Wait, what?
On Twitch, playing video games.
Yeah. So, all right, fair enough. Yeah. So there wasn't any blue-red. There was a blue-red Delver player. That's the thing closest we had to burn tonight. We've had, I think last Thursday, if you go to our YouTube channel, there's we got some burn there. I think we have a couple different rounds of burn there. And he was playing burn, splashing blue solely for Treasure Cruise. And then yeah, unfortunately this is going to be our last match for tonight. We cap the rounds at 4 almost always, just because otherwise we'd be here really late. My wife would get angry at me.
Yeah, I mean, we all love to play Magic, but no one wants to be here till like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, Chuck would get upset. He'd have to judge the whole thing.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are people in the chat trying to get my attention? What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, no. Kitty up.
How can I help you?
All right.
What can I do for you, you know?
But, yeah, so Delver coming into play off the Ponder that Kyle played. But Nick has a top in here, so... And I don't think Kyle... Well, Kyle does have... Well, Kyle's got a... Yeah, so... And Kyle,
okay, so
Kyle does have a Red Blast, but he's going to have 2 instances of removal. He doesn't have a counterspell in hand. Yeah. Because all he has to do is flip the top to the top of the deck, and he's fine.
Yeah, I think that it's... a tricky situation here because, I mean, the good thing for Kyle in this case is that I believe the casting cost of Wear Tear makes it 3.
Yeah.
Because it's a split card, right?
Yeah.
Stream, let me know if that's correct.
I don't remember. I know, like, counterbalance with split cards is always weird.
Yeah, I think it's, since it's 1 and 2, it might be like,
is that only if you is that only if you entwine it though?
I'm not sure. Like I was saying, I'm not for sure. And in this case, if that was the case though, it would make the it easier to counter that spell. There are less 3s than 2s in there.
Yeah.
So
So we saw a Wasteland on Nick's Tundra, and then followed by a Crack of the Scald Tarn by Kyle. I imagine we're probably going to see a Stoneforge Mystic come down here.
Yeah.
Which is... Yeah. Which
Razor
is
Verge, I'm glad you're getting a chance to unwind with some high-level legacy action. You know, these guys are both good players. Have been doing really well here lately.
We provide the finest legacy coverage
Monday,
available on Monday nights.
On Monday nights.
Tournament legacy coverage on Monday nights.
Yes.
Which is setting the bar very, very high. So I don't know what Meddling Mage is called. You can get Helm, maybe?
Maybe Helm. I don't hate naming Terminus in some cases.
Oh, yeah, Terminus is fine. So I'll leave you to this. I'm going to go find out what he... Oh, wait, nope, here we go. Is that what it is?
Sensei's
top.
Sensei's
Divining Top.
Interesting.
Oh!
Interesting, okay.
Oh, okay.
So he turns off the... Basically, I like that, actually. It's pretty smart, because this way, when Nick decides to... If Nick does decide to flip at the top of his deck for a 1...
Nick's got a Sensei Divining Top there already, and he just had it. Oh, but he'll have to shuffle it away.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you almost want to float the top. But this is gonna be good. All right, so yeah, because he'll force Nick's hand by casting this Red Blast if Nick wants to keep his counterbalance around.
Yeah, exactly.
But if Nick does have another counterbalance, or he knows another one's coming, then he might just say fuck it and let the just let the counterbalance go away.
I've always been impressed with Meddling Mage in this matchup. I'm a big fan of it. When I'm playing Esper Deathblade against it, I usually like to board in between 2 and 3 Meddling Mages. And typically, if I'm not naming top, which I think is an intelligent thing to do here, I like to name Terminus. It just shuts off their ability to two for 1 me or Wrath my board.
All right, so Cook is saying that if it's casted on, so if it's only one side is casted, then it can.
That's its mana cost.
Yeah, that's its mana cost. If it's fused, then it's 3.
Okay.
I said entwined. Entwine's the old. What's the old mechanic
Entwine?
that was?
I don't
like
remember.
the tooth and nail is entwine. I believe.
Oh, okay, sure.
I don't remember. Where you get to pick both of them.
Yeah, fuse it's 3. Off of balance it's 1 or 2.
Oh, off of Bob's trigger it's 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Look at that.
Good to know.
See, I don't play counterbalance.
I like to have a. It's nice to have a judge in the chat help us out. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And because we're idiots, or at least I am.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm an idiot. I'm just not a terribly good Magic player.
Yeah, no, I don't claim. I don't claim to. I know enough to make people believe that I might know something.
Nick is flipping the top. Putting the Miracle Trigger on the stack, we have a fetch.
Yep.
So I guess the question is, does Kyle have counter magic in his hand, and he only has the blast?
Well, I think the bigger question is, did Nick leave that second top that he drew off the brainstorm in his hand or not?
I mean,
and
if he can't cast it.
Yeah, he can, because Meddling Mage is going to the bottom.
Oh, it is, yeah. Good
yeah,
point.
So if he set this play up, I have to imagine that top is still that top is still in his hand.
Okay.
So in response, he's going to
blast.
He's going to blast it. Nick's going to get a blind flip though.
So he's going to get 1 blind flip.
All right.
Let's see if Nick can do it.
Oh! Oh! Gets it.
Got him. Hashtag had it.
Oh god, that was great. I enjoyed
even
that.
If he didn't keep the top, he has one anyway.
Oh man,
Nick Hess, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's a skill game.
Sometimes. All right, I wonder what his draw for the turn was. Okay, and he did keep the other top in hand. It looks like
he did. So he played correctly, and he still got paid out for it.
Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that more than. I don't know.
I mean, he had what, like 3 tops in his deck and probably 4 Swords to Plowshares there. So
well, he has Brainstorms also.
Oh, and Brainstorms. So like the odds of him hitting 1 are pretty high.
Yeah, he has a lot of 1 drops. Does he play any Ponders?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it's also. I mean, if Kyle didn't know about the top that's already in his hand, it just feels even worse for him because you're in a situation where you're thinking, well, at least he's shuffling away his top.
Yeah.
You see another one come rolling off the top like that to counter your blast, put you back in the chokehold.
Oh god.
So savage.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yep. Nick getting there.
Nick
getting there.
You better not use up all his good luck before he gets to Jersey.
Oh, I know. That's fine. Maybe his good luck will transfer to me. and I'll actually be able to close out a tournament instead of just losing in the final. So
I'm gonna have Kyle, Nick, and Ben buy all my lottery tickets from now on.
why Kyle?
Kyle? Kyle's been on a roll lately, man. I mean, even if he loses today, I mean, he top forward with Blue, Red, White, Red Delver yesterday. Been crushing it for a couple weeks with American
Well, he
Delver.
top aided.
He top
He
eight.
top
I
aided
thought he
with
split top.
Tesred yesterday.
Kyle? Kyle how?
Oh, Kyle Houtman. Sorry. All right. Yep, my bad. So there's a brainstorm. We're just gonna get the counterbalance trigger, countering the brainstorm here. I am playing Mud Razor Verge.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
we have an enlightened tutor in response.
yeah. So wait a second. So is he?
He's casting.
I'm guessing he's casting it for 2 because that's the. All right, and so then he just enlightened tutors, puts that on top, counters.
Shuffles away his
Bam.
top, but if he still has a top,
He's
in
got
his
the other
hand,
top in
yeah,
his
it's
hand.
fine.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, so Razor Verge, I'll be playing Mud in Jersey. That's the only deck that I've played that deck. I started out with Death and Taxes, then I moved to Mud, and I've been on Mud for like 3-ish years now. So I'm pretty comfortable with it. All right,
Okay, so
it
Nick
looks like there's
put that
questions.
Rest in peace on top of his library. It's a good card.
Well, it looks like they rewinded it a little bit. Wait, what?
What?
Where
did that Force of Will come from?
Yeah. Okay, so did he cast... Oh, well, I don't know what actually happened. I don't actually know what happened.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused
Yeah.
why they needed to rewind that situation.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Because it looks like he tapped 3 mana, so maybe he tried to cast it for the...
Oh, did he try and fuse it?
Yeah.
I wonder if he tried to fuse it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. So Nick could be shortcutting a little bit. But I mean, like, Kyle and Nick also have known each other for a long time. So if there's some of the shortcutting that you're seeing is definitely okay, so that's why. All right, so he just did wear it. He didn't cast the and Nick put the rest in peace up top. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay.
So I guess, yeah, and also the other factor is these guys have already agreed to split, so they're playing this one out for the top table and bragging rights. So there may be a little bit more shortcutting than usual, you know?
Yeah. Oh, see, I thought Terra was 2 and Where was 1.
Oh, yeah,
I should-
definitely
I should-
goes the other way out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's fair. That makes me happy
Yeah.
because means cost 3 with the Lipsum going out. I don't even know.
I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, man. You gotta put it in context for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta go with what makes you, what makes you happy, right?
Yeah. So
3 with Loadsome Golem, that's a lot of mana, dude.
Nick cracking another fetch though, trying to get a fresh look on with top. I
Yeah,
believe.
not happy with the top cards in his library.
Well, no, I mean because Kyle just cast the Stoneforge Mystic, so
Right, so he's trying to shuffle them up. See what he can do.
wanting to find a 2-drop on top.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So he's got counterbalance and probably a couple other rest in pieces to try to.
Yeah, Energy Field is also 2. If he
Oh,
has
yep,
it.
Energy Field. Yep.
Not as many 2s in this deck list as some of the other ones. Some of the other ones actually play a Stoneforge Mystic package of their own, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Counterspell, also legitimate.
Oh, yep, counterspell. Looks like it's gonna resolve though. Nick not resolving his trigger off the counterbalance.
Well, I mean, he can always. Is it a May on counterbalance?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, sort of.
I'd have to read it.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm not sure. Do you know if Kyle kept the Jite in his deck?
I don't know necessarily why you would. I don't think I keep Jite in this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that in this case, if you have Sword and Feast and Famine in your sideboard, I think it's a straight swap. You just switch the 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, Sword
If
of
you
Feast and
don't
Famine
have,
just seems.
if you don't have Sword of Feast and Famine in your sideboard, I don't know if you keep all 4 Stoneforge Mystics in.
I don't. I mean,
if you have access to Meddling Mage, right?
Sure, but I mean, like, yeah. I mean, if Mistress Workshop was legal in Legacy, then like everybody would be playing Mud.
Yeah, and playing is a loose term.
You would-
there would not be a lot of
You would
interaction.
just, you would just be playing
You would
shops.
just be locking somebody out of the game.
You would just be short moxing for shops.
Yep.
By God, though, if Mistress Factory were legal,
You would do terrible
or
things. to Legacy
Mistress
format.
Workshop were legal, I would
You
have.
would do terrible things. To
Oh.
Legacy.
I would love it.
It would be almost as bad as what Phil would do if Mind's Desire was legal.
Yeah. But Counterbalance is a May trigger, so...
Yeah. So if he doesn't find it too, he's under no obligation to show Kyle the top card of his library.
Yep. So there's a Meddling Mage. So hopefully Kyle will do the gentlemanly thing again.
Tell us what's up.
Yeah, so I'm surprised.
Interesting. I wonder what you name here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if he doesn't name Terminus this time, just because he saw what happened last time. Okay, so we're gonna get the Miracle Trigger off the Terminus. Gonna cast it. Nick still has to put 2 cards back. And this is in response to the Meddling Mage.
Okay.
So Meddling Mage is still going to come in.
Yes. And now Kyle, I don't believe Kyle has to name anything until Resolution, so now he's free to name whatever he likes. So I don't know if you name Terminus here anymore.
No, probably not.
I wonder if you name Helm, just to shut him off from just killing you?
Yeah, I mean... you could also name Entreat, though. Like, I mean, Nick's got enough mana now that it's going to get... Oh, nope. Just name it Sensei's Mining Top again.
Okay.
Kyle, I guess, just hoping to drop...
Yeah, he's pointing to he's pointing to the top again. Okay.
Yeah, just hoping to draw live again to... Jeez.
Brutal. Not naming Terminus and getting slightly punished for it.
Yeah, but that seems like an aggressive Terminus by Nick.
It does. Although he knows he's facing down a Sword of Feast and Famine. Of course, it takes him a turn to cast it and equip it.
I don't know.
We got a top activation from Nick trying to find a 3. Vendilion Click? Hunting for a Vendilion Click?
Yeah.
Is our chat down again? I don't know. It's been a
What
while
now?
since anyone's... Is our chat down again? It's been a while since anyone said
No, I don't think chat's down yet.
Yeah, okay.
No, I mean, we can look.
Nah, it's fine.
Chat, are you down?
Yeah, let us know. So anyway, we got a Jace.
Nope. See you.
Yep. So I guess... Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, sure.
Thanks, dude. Alright. One thing. Okay, I have 1 second, guys. Be right back.
Okay. So we have, alright, so we have Jace coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Razor Verge, we're here.
What's up, bro?
Okay, and so we got, I don't know. No.
It seems like a bad
What the fuck, this guy keep sideboard swords in deck? No, I'm okay.
Shit's on hand, Extruse's clock seems fine.
Wait, what? No, yeah, I'm fine with Sword of Feast and Famine. Keeping Jit in seems whatever. I mean, I guess it answers Vendilion Click, but past that, I don't think it necessarily matters too terribly much. But I mean, this with like Kyle's just got nothing going on. I believe he's got a Swords of Plowshare in hand. I'm not quite sure. Alright, so Swords of Plowshare, Batter Skull, and then something else. It might just be a second Swords of Plowshare. Yeah, Chad, if you guys know what the other card is in his hand, let us know. Oh, Nick just throwing cards everywhere. Nick, it looks like he has Force of Will and something else?
He definitely has a Force of Will.
Force of Will and Swords to Plowshare, yeah. Alright. And so, in case you're wondering, Chuck is sitting next to me. Ned had to step out. So, that explains why a slight change of voice. So, it looks like that's a Spell Pierce on top of Kyle's library.
Might have been Snapcaster, but I think so.
No, yeah, so it is a Spell Pierce. Damn. Like, sometimes I have no idea what cards are out there, and then other times I see a blurry corner and I get it. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, so top end of turn from Nick. Nick's gonna draw. Gonna get a land. We're just gonna go Fate Seal on. This just might be the old-fashioned old Jason win a couple turns later game. So that's a ponder. All right, so maybe Kyle will find a creature.
Kyle's running Council Adjustments, right? Have you seen him happen?
Yes.
All right. Hello.
Iron Maiden says hi, Chuck.
That's like his only out, and Nick has a first he just sits behind the blue card.
Yeah. So, well, and Nick's got a Council Judgment of his own coming up. Yeah, Nick floating some good cards. He's got a 3-drop and a couple other ones under there, so should be fine. All right, there's a Brainstorm. Is there, like, yeah. I wonder, is there a reason why Kyle didn't cast the Ponder that I'm missing?
Because he'll just get countered.
Well, maybe, but it forces top to go on top.
No, he can just be floating one on top.
Yeah, but he doesn't necessarily know that. I think you have to try to force that out and see what you can do. Like, I don't... Leaving in your hand doesn't do anything, unless he's just, like, conceded to the fact that Jace is going to go ultimate. Oh, well, there's a 1-drop on top. Alright. So...
Yeah, it's really hard for Delvers to win from this position.
Yeah. So... That happens.
Kyle's dead in 2 turns. Feasibly.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's we got? Death by Jace ultimate.
Oh, he's not dead in 2 turns.
Well, he's effectively dead.
Effectively dead, sure. But he's not actually dead. He's going to have like 7 cards in his deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
7 cards that can't win him the game.
Doesn't matter. They might. You never know.
All get countered by Nick just putting Senses Divine top on top of his deck.
Nah. I believe in Kyle.
Does Kyle even have a creature in his hand?
Yeah, Batterskull. Oh, he can't spell pierce it. And Nick has the mana to pay for it anyway.
He just hard cast the force of will.
Yep.
See, so this is what I want to see.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of nothing. But I want to see. I want to see Kyle. All right, just take his magic cards and make them into a stick figure person. All right, and then he equips the Sword of Feast and Famine and the Jit to that stick figure person made of cards.
And you can't defeat that because it's too big.
Yeah. You can't. It's
no,
like
it's like a 12-12.
It's like a 5-card combo right there. 6-card, excuse me. It's like a 6-card combo.
It's like Jeskai Ascendancy in Standard.
Yeah. So
zing.
And then you win.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
because
nothing can defeat
so
that.
that's how you get that. That's how you get there.
Froze.
No, it didn't froze. It just takes a quick second to put it on. I gotta get another camera. I'm gonna get another camera. I'm gonna get an actual proper mic.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the stand. Nick,
sorry for eating, folks, but I haven't eaten yet today.
Nick gonna take that. Man. Chuck's gonna stuff his face, and Ned's gonna not pay attention to anything.
I let my deck to somebody today, so I'm just making sure everything's cool.
Yep.
Is everything cool? Chuck went 3-1.
Nice one, Chuck.
Well, I'm gonna go see if there's any other matches. Chuck, what are you eating, and is it good?
I'm eating barbecue pork fried rice. That's fantastic.
So, Chuck, you've been playing some Blue-Red Delver lately. A little bit of a departure. I mean, I've known you before as a bit of a Grixis painter aficionado.
I played a bunch of different decks in Legacy, mostly black.
Well, during my time playing Legacy here, I mostly saw you on Grixis Painter before you switched over to Blue-Red Delver. How do you feel about that deck, man? What do you think? I mean, it's definitely kind of the flavor of the month here in Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Blue-Red Delver is. What do you think?
Nationally, yes, I feel like it's the flavor of the month. Locally, I seem to be the only one who's stuck to it.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't really seen many other people playing the deck.
What deck?
Blue-Red Delver?
Blue-Red Delver, and it's been doing really well for me.
Yeah.
Like, I have consistently gone 3-1 every event except for one.
So, jelly of barbecue pork.
You should be.
Painter is so hot right now. Pino was playing Painter.
Painter's really good.
Yeah. But, guys, I'll give you another flash of bear sweater. Bear sweater. Bear wearing a sweater. Bear wearing a sweater with a bear with a sweater. But
anything else on camera?
Yep, nope. Not going to be able to get anything else on camera, guys. So that's going to be it for us tonight. Remember to please like us on Facebook, follow us on here, subscribe to us on the YouTube.
That YouTube's good shit.
The YouTube.
Yeah, I've been watching some of my past matchups, see what I've been doing wrong.
It's good. It's good. And if you're working in an office like I do, you just put them on in the background. You just let them play. You let them play while you drop boxes.
No one will be the wiser.
And then, yeah, guys. So, again, definitely appreciate it. Thank you to Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo for letting us stream here. And then make sure you guys tune in on Thursday at 7:30. Dad, quit taking a dump in the background. 7th. God, you got that Chinese squat going?
Yeah, dude.
Just need a cigarette now. No, no. Okay. I'm talking about like you see like. Have you been to China?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
You're just
Chinese.
you're just, yeah, you said
They-
you're half
I'm
Chinese.
just messing with you.
What
yeah,
are you doing?
They
So,
have
yeah.
a very noble squat where they
It's-
stay
yeah.
barefoot and their ass almost hits the ground.
Yeah, and then you
So
smoke cigarette.
Jeffrey K
Yeah.
was saying, "Get L's for Thursday or else." He didn't
Jeff,
specify
hey.
what the else was.
Yeah, no,
but
should-
something tells me
Convince,
not good.
convince Greg or Bob Agra.
Yeah,
to
Jeffrey,
play the game.
we'll I'll send Bob a message to get
Yeah.
elves playing, and then we'll do our best to get them on camera first thing on Thursday.
And Thursday's
that means
Legacy.
you actually need to be here at 7:30, tuning into the channel
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see it. All right, that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, 7:30 we'll be streaming from MTG Card Market in Chicago as well.
Home
right
of
off
the really bright overhead lights.
home. Oh no, I found that table. Not so
one.
bright anymore.
Oh, and Crimson Viper
That's
is
right.
Legacy.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Legacy.
Always Legacy.
All we stream right now is Legacy. Hey Rager, got here for the buy. Oh, you play Thursdays? All right. Well, I'll try to. Maybe we'll hold it to the end. If you show up, I'll try to hold it to the end. We'll see.
You also always
Yeah,
check
you
it
can.
out.
Oh,
later
you
on
can
YouTube.
always. Yeah, yeah.
YouTube
He watches all the YouTube videos. But
They're good.
But yeah, guys. So definitely do that. So we'll see you guys Thursday at 7:30 Central Time. So again, thank you so much for everybody tuning in.
Thanks a
Everybody
lot.
that followed today, we really appreciate it. Check out our old videos again on YouTube, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right, man.
Oh, 7:30 Central Time. Crimson Viper.
7:30 7:30 Central Time.
6:30
7:30 Central Time.
Eastern.
All right. Back out.